that define our nation. From rugged alpine ridgelines to peaceful tall grass prairies, we've supported the conservation of more than 36 million acres of American wildlands. Our funding has led to cleaner water, fresher air, and improved wildlife habitat. From abundant fish and waterfowl populations to robust deer and elk herds, nothing is more important than maintaining wild spaces for adventurers to explore and wildlife to thrive. We are America's hunters and target shooters, stewards of the American outdoors.
America's hunters and target shooters, along with firearm, ammunition, and archery manufacturers, have invested more than $46 billion to help state fish and wildlife agencies manage and protect wildlife and wildlands across America. For more information, visit outdoorstewards.org.
Milwaukee's Black Talk lives here. You are listening to 101.7 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Psst, we bought that action.
The place for the realest conversations.
I appreciate United Garden Homes for stopping through with a check for $2,000.
Yes.
Some people came through anonymously.
Yes.
Dropped off money. The family has received those funds. And whatever you can do, if everybody do a little, nobody has to do a lot.
The movement continues.
Did you ever think that you would be in this position right now where your daughter would have some way lose her life?
I didn't want to believe it. All the times I called, sometimes the phone would ring and ring and ring for days. I didn't want to know that she had successfully committed suicide.
What are some of the conditions in the jail that got people upset, like the living conditions on a day-to-day basis?
We'll come out our cell at 11 o'clock in the morning. We'll get food and we'll get medication. So that shortens the time. Out of those 2 hours, we'll probably get an hour out, and then we'll have to lock back down. And by lock back down, I mean we're staying in our cell. We get fed in our cells. We don't come out our cell at all, and that's pretty much the biggest problem. Like, they simply say that they're short-staffed, but that's not enough because they knew that they were going to be short-staffed. Like, this has been a problem for over 2 years now.
The marathon continues.
There's never been a better time to make change in the city of Milwaukee, starting with the youth. And we talked about the housing. Willie Hines, y'all boy Willie Hines, and they trying to change the leadership over there. We got our hands full, and it's not the time. But we got attorney B. Ivy Lamar on the lines right now, calling from the courthouse. How you doing, attorney B. Ivy Lamar?
Hey, what's going on, Tory? I'm good, man. Happy to be here.
Joining me on the line, Dr. Umar Johnson. How you doing, brother, Dr. Umar Johnson?
Peace and Pan-Africanism, good brother, Black Power, to all my brothers and sisters in Milwaukee, Kenosha, Green Bay, Racine, and across the state of Wisconsin.
Yo, peace, King. I'm going to stand with you and walk with you, brother.
God bless you.
Because I think it's an important thing, what you're doing, and you need to have the support of the community. Regardless if we live in these areas or not, it all affects us in one way or shape or form.
It's time for that action and all the smoke. This is the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association award-winning Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and streaming live on YouTube.
Yam, yam, pam, 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 jam, jam.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, wow.
Man, best show in the world, bro. You got the best show in the world. Hope you know that, man.
God bless you, brother. I appreciate that.
Speak up, speak up, speak up to you both. Thank you so much. Tory, you spoke to my kids. Liz, you did too. But you spoke to my kids, and when I tell you both that they was talking about what we did earlier that morning all day, that's literally what they was doing. They was talking about it all day. My son was just hollering, awesome. Where's Tory? Like,
tell Tony, all aboard. It's okay to jump on the love train.
I'm not jumping on the love train.
We might got a couple seats left.
Listen, he ain't going to be, Jordan Love will not be the starter in 5 years.
Trash. That's a trash.
That's just my take.
Now you're trying to string it out.
I know that ain't who I think it is.
Well, I'll need some apologies from the staff of 101.7.
Oh, wow. Wait a minute. I think the line's messing up. Hey, Eddie. Oh, I guess something happened with Eddie.
Hush up, boy.
And they have an agenda. And the agenda is a satanic one. I don't know why people don't talk about it. You can't talk.
Yo. They just empty.
I want to make sure that I let you know that to hear a person and have a person like you in this community, the way that you are selfless, the way that you give, even when your cup is not even full, you are filling other people's cups. And that just inspires me to make sure that I help you the best way that I can by doing my part.
As always, my good brother, stay cool, stay calm, stay focused.
Now, live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, here is the king of talk radio, Tory Lowe.
Justice, Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Lowe, the truth, from 1 to 4. We about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. And I'm here for the action.
And but that action.
And I want all the smoke.
Who wants the smoke today?
Salute to all my brothers and sisters on the front lines. The marathon continues.
The movement continues.
How you doing, DJ Brother Z?
It's Thursday.
And how y'all doing out there in Radio Land? Truth Nation. Thank you for joining me this June 12th, 2025. We got another powerful show for you today. So I'm gonna need y'all to open up your ears, okay? Hey, look, salute to everybody in the chat. KW, Jeff, Kawanda, not really a city girl. Hey, we got the chat already going early, DJ Brother Z. Salute to everybody that's tuning in to the show today. Once again, I had made the announcement yesterday that July 5th, my birthday now, because I posted it online. And some people was like, what's July 5th? I said, it's my birthday. July 5th is officially Tory Lowe Day in the city of Milwaukee. Not only that, DJ Brother Z, July 5th is officially Tory Lowe Day in Milwaukee County. Okay? So you got the city and you got the county. And then I may have another surprise before I get to my birthday, but we're going to be planning events for a couple days. If the community want to get involved, if the community want to come out and celebrate Tory Lowe Day, it'll be things going on the 5th. But the one thing I got planned for the 5th, and this is an event for the young people from ages 15 to 17. I'll be working with an organization. I'll be down at Summerfest. It'll be the kids versus the cops basketball game at Summerfest. This will be on July 5th at 12 o'clock. I'm going to be the coach, Coach Tory Lowe, because I want to do something with the kids, I want to do something with the young people and making sure that they are, involved. So we got kids versus cops, DJ Brother Z. I'm gonna need my assistant coach, DJ Brother Z.
What?
We got to do kids versus cops at Summerfest.
But like
at the sports zone, basketball.
Oh, okay.
For basketball, it's so I'm recruiting. If you got a young baller from 15 to 19, a young baller, we trying to win. Hit DJ Brother Z up at 833-212-1017. And then we going to try to, we going to get everybody together for the game. I'm giving y'all a heads up. But I'll say this. It's going to be a powerful day. We're working on an evening event right now for July 5th. We're working on something for the 3rd of July as well. And I'm going to tell you this. It's going to be powerful, Truth Nation. It's going to be powerful. And I love hanging out with Truth Nation. Let me tell you something. We have come a long way in 5 years, DJ Brother Z, with Truth Nation. I always wanted an active listening audience, not an audience that just was on the radio blowing hot air. I mean, I needed people to show up, show out, share, pray, whatever we got to do by any means necessary. By any means necessary. And we have done just that. We have done just that. Also, don't forget about the walk against violence. Don't forget about the walk against violence, Truth Nation. Okay, register your family now. Get everybody on board now for the Truth Walk Against Violence. This will be July 12th. Go to truthwalkagainstviolence.com to sign up your family. Okay? Sign up. Get the people out. See, the thing is, we don't have enough examples of, sometimes you tell your family members, don't do this, don't do that. But then when they walk outside, they see all the negative influences. This is a time to get your people and your family out to these events for these teachable moments, so they can have pictures, so they can feel what the environment feel like to be around those that are working on the front lines to make a difference in the community. These are the teachable moments. And I understand people got things to do, but you got to make time for the right thing. Sometimes we got to say, okay, we got to show, we got to put these images, get out here, get on social media, make posts, make images of people getting around people that want to do the right thing. You got to show that. We up against stiff competition. We got all these other ideas out here, and they're influencing our youth. But when we have events like this, you know, I'm only asking y'all to walk. I ain't asking y'all to do what happened yesterday when I'm trying to resolve a cold case right now. Like, see, I do this. It's not just a walk. One brother who, and I ain't going to even name the publication. It's a black publication. But last time I was doing the walk against violence, the brother must have been uninformed because he was trying to say, oh, the walk don't do nothing. No, it's symbolic. I'm doing something every day against violence. I'm working every day. Matter of fact, we got the police chief. We'll be sitting down with the police chief today at 2 p.m. to discuss the violence and the things that we can do to try to work together to help the community to reduce the violence this year. See, we trying to bring solutions and resolutions, but at the same time, everybody don't have the same gifts, but we can fellowship. We can come together. We can get around people that can give us great ideas on how to make sure that we do our part. That's it. See, they never wrote about none of the hundreds of families I done helped in these black publications. See, this is why I said the black publications that I read is trash. Since I've been home, since 2011, since I started my activism, my advocacy, the black publications that print, like we look at for information, they giving it to you in a box too. They can't even go outside that box or they ain't gonna get no funding. This been going on. It's been going on for a long time. Not since I got on the radio. My social media is way more helpful in Milwaukee and surrounding areas than any of these black publications that's out here. And I did it for free. I did it for free. Okay. I've never been in these black publications. None of the families I ever helped was ever in these publications. And I'm making front page news all over the world in national media. All over the country. And not one black publication in this city have any extensive anything I ever did. Why? Because all the white media outlets was covering it. So what I'm trying to tell you, they're giving you your information in a box. Thank God I can break the box. I broke the box a long time ago when I started my Facebook page. ain't nothing new. It's just something true. It's something true. They want to keep you in a box so you can stay the way you are so nothing ever changes, but you are comfortable in this box. And what I'm seeing, people can't even be comfortable no more, DJ Brother Z. People out here wilding out, crashing out, losing their minds. Because they trying to function in this box that ain't giving them no relief. They're trying to operate in ideas that don't benefit them. They're trying to achieve things that they were told to achieve for acceptance without results. And we got to stop it. Now, we have to be about that action, ready for the smoke, and bring results. But when we come back, I want to talk about this. Me and DJ Brother Z was out at the night market. Me and DJ Brother Z, Melanie Ricks, Sherwin. See, y'all don't think we family, but the truth is, y'all should know by now, the truth is family. We all hang out. We all have good times together when we can. And we had a blast yesterday at the night market. And I'm going to tell you this. When I was leaving the night market, because I got an office downtown. I was leaving to go to my office, and I crossed past the Val Phillips. I guess it's a memorial to recognize Val Phillips off of 4th in Wisconsin. I'm going to tell you what I seen. This is brand new. I didn't walk past this 100 times, DJ Brother Z. But yesterday I had a pleasant surprise. When I walk past, I want to talk about this. I want to talk about this when we get back. If y'all want to know what I seen on my way to my office yesterday, stay tuned. We'll have more conversation when we get back. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
And that's Tory Lowe, bringing you all the action and all the smoke.
Here at the new 1017 The Truth, we aim to be a staple in Milwaukee's Black community. We are committed to partnering with local organizations and supporting Black-owned businesses. We are proud to call Milwaukee our city and promise to be a positive reflection of our community. We look forward to celebrating Black culture and excellence with you every day as we make history and continue to uplift the voices in our city. Join us for the journey at the new 1017 The Truth, founded by Gruber Law Offices. Milwaukee Black Talk.
Ready to buy your first house, move into your forever home, or simply refinance? At Associated Bank, they've got you. With the right lending plan and guidance, you can achieve your dreams. Your financial goals are closer than you think, and Associated Bank is excited to help you reach them. Learn more at associatedbank.com/lending or ask a banker for details. Subject to credit approval, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Summer in Milwaukee is nonstop. Festivals, live music, and fresh city vibes fill the season you already know. From world-famous cultural celebrations to hidden gem street fairs, every neighborhood is a stage, alive with handcrafted traditions, homegrown talent, and world-class entertainment. Music, flavor, culture, whenever you visit, the Cream City is ready to celebrate. This summer, don't just visit. Make sure you experience Milwaukee, the city of festivals.
It's 1017 The Truth's Dr. Ken Harris for Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. When it's time to upgrade your windows and doors, wouldn't you like to work with the best? But maybe you're thinking in these volatile times, I don't want to spend a fortune. Well, Pella, the best in the industry, has a product line for every budget. And right now, you can get no interest and no payments for up to 2 years. And if the plan is to wait, guess what? You can get it now and wait to start making payments up to 2 years. Pella truly believes that quality windows and doors don't have to be expensive. With a range of affordable options and products assembled in the U.S., you can get the look you want at a price you can afford. And with Pella's free in-home consultation, no obligation quote, and range of available financing, getting new windows and doors from Pella is easier than you think. Certain restrictions apply. Ends June 30th of 2025. Set your free in-home consultation today at PellaWI.com.
Join the livest talk and text fan base in the country.
I love listening to the truth. I just love the truth. It's the best station out here right now. So I'm down with the truth.
You're the best thing on the radio, man. I don't agree with you all the time, but today I really did. The Girl Scout thing that gets to me.
I'm sipping on y'all, man. I appreciate all the wonderful things that you're doing. Congratulations on your new hours.
Keep texting, keep calling, keep being you, Truth Nation. Milwaukee Black Talk, 1017 The Truth. This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Yo, this be actually really hard.
Girls all over the world. Love, she's a real deal diva.
Truth Nation, violence is a problem that affects us all, but together we can make a difference. The award-winning 1017 The Truth wants to initiate positive change and bring awareness to the senseless violence occurring in our community. This is why we'll be hosting our third annual Walk Against Violence, led by myself, Saturday, July 12th, from Victory Over Violence Park down MLK Drive right to our studio right here at the 3rd Street Market Hall. Over the next month, I'll be speaking with politicians and community leaders about how we can better be a resource to help stop the rise of violence. Once again, if you want to join the Walk Against Violence, go to truthwalkagainstviolence.com. That's truthwalkagainstviolence.com. Hey, all right. I appreciate y'all for signing up, your family, your friends. Go down the street. Let your neighbors know if y'all got a troubled community. Get out here for the Walk Against Violence, Truth Nation. It's big. It's big now. We outside. We working. Ain't no more excuses. Ain't no more looking for Superman. I'm going to need you to take the cape with the hole in it and get out and get involved and put some soul in it. Okay? We ready. We been ready. We waiting on you. Walk Against Violence. Go to Truth Walk Against Violence and let's get to work. Let's have some fun. Let's network. DJ Brother Z, we had a great time at the night market. And we were out, and about. It was powerful, too. Hey, look, it's cracking down here at the 3rd Street Market Hall. If y'all ain't never been down to the 3rd Street Market Hall and y'all get some time, stop through, come through, look, watch us as we broadcast live. But the night market was so powerful that, I had enjoyed myself. So I said, okay, it's time for me to go. I got to go back to my office because I had families that wanted to meet me and talk about certain things. But then, sometimes people play with my time. If I say 7 o'clock, if I say this certain time, and you think you're going to be dragging in late, you might miss it because I got a line of people that need assistance. So when I give you a time to meet up, don't play. If it's real, everybody that really want their situation solved, DJ Brother Z, they don't play around. That's how I know people playing. That's how I know people ain't serious, because anything they really want to do, they get up for it. Okay? But I'm on my way, and I'm crossing 4th in Wisconsin, which is Val Phillips. And for those who don't know who Val Phillips is, and you should know who Val Phillips is, she's an icon around here. She was an attorney, a politician, civil rights activist. She served as an alderperson and judge in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and as the Secretary of State of Wisconsin. She was the first African-American woman to graduate from the University of Wisconsin Law School, the first African-American as well as first woman elected alderwoman to the Common Council right here in the city of Milwaukee. She had a lot of firsts. Powerful woman, And so they got this I guess it's a little section in honor of Val Phillips. And I walked past this many times because my office I have to walk past it to go to my office. Why I see a statue, remember them statues in New York of the black woman that we had discussed about? I saw what I say is it looked like a YN, you know what I mean? With a hoodie and black dookies with black Air Forces, with black Air Force Ones. And we got a picture. We got a picture of this. It took me off guard. If you watching this, we broadcast live. Here go the picture of the statue. I took a picture for y'all to see. Look at this. This is the statue they got. I don't know nobody. I didn't see no press conference about it. I ain't seen no press conference about this. I don't know. I seen a little writing on the side. They got a little writing describing the person that made it. It's the same person. It's the same person that did the statues in New York, I guess. The dude from British, I guess, if I'm not mistaken. But this looked like a Kia boy. You know, like hoodied up. He got some Air Force. Is these Air Force One what we call dookies? They call them dookies. Why would you make a statue like this? And see, y'all got to be careful of the representation y'all allow. Oh, somebody else is like, this don't represent me or nothing I'm talking about. I don't care what you say. I mean, I would rather for it to be a statue of Val Phillips. It should have been Val Phillips. If you're going to spend some money, why don't you make the statue of Val Phillips, which is powerful, a judge, first woman in common council, graduated from the law school, first woman. Why don't you put that up? That's powerful. You just got a YN standing there. Like for folks taking pictures. It was the night market. It was the night market. And everybody was walking up, looking at it. I'm looking at it like, what is this? I'm trying to get the information. So they had this, you know, they got a little information on the side. And I took a picture of it, but I'm going to read some of it because it's the same thing. It's got to be the same artist. It is the same artist. Hold on, let me get this up in my phone because here it go. This Thomas J. Prince. This who did it. And I'm looking like, okay, this got to be somebody. Hopefully it's somebody that did something powerful. So I'm reading it. I read it and it just didn't make no sense. It's all about the guy that made it. And I don't even think he like American black. I think he's from Britain. All I'm saying is y'all can have whatever opinion y'all want. I'm saying that this looked like when the night come, he might go in one of these parking lots and take a car, like rob somebody from downtown. I ain't trying to be stereotypical, but this don't represent nothing I'm thinking about. And a lot of people, you can take it for whatever you want to take it for. They need to be talking to some of the people that's really out here doing it when y'all make statues up that try to represent black. Hey, salute to whoever. Hey, whatever y'all want to do. But I'm letting you know what it looked like to me. It looked like a young YN, like with the Kia boy. That's what it looked like to me. I made a post about it. It got Air Force Ones on it. Not to say we got comedians that make content about the white Air Forces and the black Air Force Ones. This statue got the black Air Force Ones on. All right, look, I'll tell my piece. If you like it or love it, it is what it is. Go ahead. It's downtown at the Val Phillips, I say the memorial. Y'all can go and take pictures and stuff like that. I don't know. But it looked It ain't the proper representation. Where the Chinese hood statue at? Where the white man statue that be begging outside of Walmart? Where that at? Where that at? Because, where the white man that be standing at the island, why don't they make a statue about that and say, okay, this the statue that mean like we need to be giving, the world need to give to the homeless? Where that at? I'm just saying. You don't see it. But, we going to look at it and imagine. When we got Val Phillips, that could have been her. That could have been something real. And it looked like it cost money, too. That thing, I touched it. It wasn't cheap. It was not cheap. Hey. All right, if you're going to spend money like that, make it real. Don't none of that represent what I think. That's all I'm saying. Hey, look, when we come back, we're going to have a pop culture report with Benjamin and Carrie Noni Juice. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Rivals meet again when the Brewers battle the Cardinals June 12th through the 15th. Come for a duel between the Contreras brothers on the diamond and stay for one of the best weekends of summer. It's Tropical Day, Saturday, June 14th, featuring a Brewers straw hat with special tickets. Then take Dad to the Father's Day game for a Barrelman cooler giveaway on June 15th. It doesn't get any better than this. Get in on the action at Brewers.com.
Dreaming of owning your first home? Milwaukee Habitat for Humanity can help make it happen. With little to no down payment and average monthly mortgage payments of $950, you can build a brand new home you love without breaking the bank. And you won't do it alone. Habitat provides the coaching, education, and support to guide you every step of the way. Stop renting and invest in a new home you can truly call your own. Visit MilwaukeeHabitat.org to learn more.
It's time for Truth Takes, a thought-provoking commentary on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. Here is Carrie Noni with her truth.
Sometimes the mundane isn't a burden, it's the beauty of living. I came to this conclusion after recently watching the movie Subservience on Netflix. It's a crazy film, y'all. I would suggest you check it out. But it's a story that explores our relationship with technology and how it's programmed to take our burdens away. This movie really got me thinking about how much we're wired to avoid struggle. We create tools and shortcuts to make life easier, whether it's robots, apps, or even outsourcing everyday tasks. But in the process, we risk forgetting the value of the little things we go through every day. Sure, folding laundry or grocery shopping might feel like chores. I literally dread cleaning up. But isn't there something grounding about them? Something that reminds us we're human. Life isn't just about the highlights or the easy parts. It's about the messy, repetitive, and sometimes inconvenient stuff too. Think about it. Who would you be if you didn't have to face the small frustrations that test your patience, or the routines that push you to show up for yourself or the people around you? The mundane moments, the ones we rush to escape, are often the ones that shape us. If life was nothing but convenience, where's the growth? Where's the grit that teaches us resilience? And most importantly, where's the appreciation for the moments that do take our breath away? So maybe the next time you find yourself annoyed by the daily grind and are on the brink of crashing out, you pause, you breathe, and remind yourself that the beauty of life isn't just in the big moments, but in every little thing that makes them possible.
This has been Truth Takes on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. Listen to Jammin' with Juice with Ben Jammin' and Carrie Noni weekdays from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m.
This Associated Bank Sports Update on 101.7 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Brandon Snide. The Milwaukee Brewers losing to the Braves on Wednesday afternoon, 6-2. They lose the series 2 out of 3 games. They'll look to rebound as they welcome in the Cardinals tonight to American Family Field to begin a 4-game series. Jacob Mizorowski on the mound to make his major league debut for the Milwaukee Brewers. First pitch set for 6:40. Over to the NFL, where the Packers will wrap up mandatory minicamp today in Green Bay. After practice on Wednesday, head coach Matt LaFleur was asked, how many starts does it take for a quarterback before you know what you really have?
I think every case is a little different. So I feel pretty confident that we know what we have in Jordan, and we got a lot of confidence in him.
And lastly, over to the NBA, where the Indiana Pacers take a 2-1 lead over the Oklahoma City Thunder in the NBA Finals with a 116-107 win on Wednesday night. This sports update brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams. Member FDIC.
You are listening to the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Truth Nation, it's time to start jamming with juice. This is the Pop Culture Report with Carrie Noni and Benjamin on the Tory Lowe Show. Tap in to see what's trending today on Pop Culture Report.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. Pop Culture Report brought to you by Benjamin.
It is amazing.
And Carrie Noni Juice World in the studio.
Yeah, I was keeping it juicy, y'all.
What's happening then?
What's happening?
Hey.
I'm cold. I keep telling y'all that. Ben over here got this hoodie on, and you've had that hoodie on your head this whole time.
I'm warm.
You have not taken your hoodie off. Plug the hoodie.
Yeah, shout out to our hoodie, Jam with Juice hoodie. Make certain that I'll actually put it in the chat where you can go and grab this hoodie at, because I know everybody wants one. Actually, everybody does want one that I see. They be like, man, can I get a Jam with Juice hoodie? I'll be like, yeah, you can. Just go to my website or our website. It's amazing.org. It is amazing.org. And once you do grab the hoodie, you can actually download the Hollywood Hooks album for free.
Is it is or it's?
It's ITSAMAZIN.org.
It's amazing. Shout out to Benjamin with the Jam with Juice hoodie.
Got to put the org in there. I might type something else.
Like .com or, .net,
Right.
.org is important. But, what's crazy though, Tory, I saw that there was I don't know if you talked about it already.
Oh, here we go.
But there was a plane crash.
Yes.
Oh, dang.
Now, I think there was one survivor.
Yes, and there was one survivor.
Yeah, I had that story. I was going to get to that story after, the interview today, but we could talk about it because that's amazing because there was like 240 passengers.
Yes.
And one person survived, but they never said the condition, or I didn't see what the condition of the one passenger.
Walk away. They were walking, I think. I believe that they were walking away. If the video that I was looking at from that plane crash was that victim, I believe that person did actually walk away. I'm trying to find it right now just to confirm it or not. But he was walking away. They said he miraculously survived the Air India plane crash that killed over 200 people on board. He said, quote, "When I got up, there were bodies all around me and I was scared." But he's a British man. They said a British man survived the plane crash. And I'll just read it real quick. This is earlier today. Air India Flight 171 crashed just minutes after takeoff from their international airport. It was a word I did not know how to say. Didn't want to be rude. In India. But the flight was bound for London, and it was carrying 242 passengers and crew members when it reportedly lost communication with air traffic control less than a minute after departure. And so far, which was about 2 hours ago, it said 204 bodies had been recovered from the scene.
Oh, wow.
Initially, they thought there were no survivors, but then in a shocking turn of events, one passenger was found alive at the crash site. He was seated in seat 11A, and he was captured on video limping away from the debris by bystanders rushed to assist him. He was transported to a local hospital where he's currently being treated for non-life-threatening injuries.
What?
Yep, but he said 30 seconds after takeoff, there was a loud noise, and then the plane crashed. It happened so quickly. But he definitely had probably he might have what is it called, survivor's guilt or something like that.
Could have some survivor's guilt. I mean, that's a traumatic experience for anybody.
Yeah,
that is typically that is a tremendous.
Or
feat
he could become a pastor.
He could become a pastor, but that's a tremendous feat for anybody to endure that traumatic experience. My thing is though, because I've always thought to myself, if I was riding in an airplane and that was to happen to me, where should I be sitting? And they go on to say that seat 11A is actually a window seat. It's actually typically on the left side of an airplane. So, and they also go to say that when you are on an airplane, you should be sitting further back on the airplane.
So not first class.
If you're first class, you're gone. Rest in peace. If the plane was
going first.
Yeah. If you're in first class,
you're first ass.
If you're first class on a plane and your plane crashes into a mountain or dives nose first, everybody in the front is completely gone. The pilot, everybody. But the people who are in the back typically end up surviving.
That's crazy to me.
Wow.
But yeah, no, prayers, man, because I still don't know if we know who all was on that plane. Now people are saying like, oh, I wonder if it was some type of scientist on there that was trying to cure cancer or something, because people are going to start speculating and have their conspiracies as to why the plane
like the submarine that went under to see the Titanic.
Yeah,
Well, I'll say this, if you survived, if you're the sole survivor of an incident like this, I mean, your life is going to be changed forever.
Mm-hmm. It's like, what do you do afterwards? I know you mentioned like maybe you be a pastor or something like that, but I don't know. It's like, how do you feel?
Wow.
I would feel extremely terrible.
I would feel extremely like God had a purpose for my life.
Right, straight up.
Like, because why me? Why did I survive? I mean, what is the meaning of my life? Because this was a event where a lot of people lost their lives, and I was the sole survivor. So I'll be like, man, I'll be just trying to get in touch with the spiritual side. Like, what are you trying to tell me? What is the universe trying to tell me right now?
Isn't that what happened with Bruce Willis on the movie Unbreakable? Like he was on a.
I didn't see that.
You never saw it? Mm-mm. It's okay. It's before your time.
Probably. What year did it come out?
2001.
Ooh.
Okay, you weren't born yet.
I was a kid.
Damn. Yeah, I've seen movies like this.
Mm-hmm. Where the person ends up surviving, and they ultimately end up developing a God complex, just like Kanye West. Kanye developed a God complex after he survived 2 major car accidents. And so with this gentleman surviving a major airplane crash and him surviving, he may develop a God complex afterwards. So feeling like, again, his life is purposeful, is meaningful, and he's here for a reason.
But that usually happens, though, because that's probably the only way to make sense out of it.
Right. I mean, that has to be the only way to make sense out of it, right, Tory? I mean, out of 200 people, you end up being the only sole survivor. That's crazy. Was he listening to Beyonce in them?
Or that Jeezy record?
Jeezy, right.
Hey, Jeezy and Akon.
Ain't counting young Jesus. But you know what's really crazy?
I would be listening to this.
With all of these incidents with the airplanes and stuff going on, does it make you uncomfortable to fly right now? Because I know a lot of people have said, like, man, what is going on? Especially all these planes are saying they're losing communication. And I know, Ben, you just was mentioning you was in a helicopter, recently for your birthday. It's like, when you see stuff like this, how does it make you feel? Like, are you
hesitant and thankful that the helicopter I was in over the weekend for my birthday, I'm just thankful that the pilot knew what he was doing, all right, because I was definitely scared, because I'm thinking to myself, like, dog, all these different aviation issues, planes falling out the sky and all that, I don't know what to trust. I don't even know if I can trust the air anymore. Yeah,
you don't know if you can trust the air. You trust the street more than the air. They say you're more likely to get into a car crash than an airplane crash.
That's what they say, but I feel like I got more control over the car. I got control over what I got, but when I'm in the airplane, I don't know if the pilot then just did cocaine. You remember that movie Flight with Denzel? I'm telling you, stuff like that really happens.
What year was that?
You should have been born by like 2014, right?
Oh, it was 2014?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I didn't see it. You saw snakes on a plane?
I never saw Sneaks on the plane.
I didn't either.
How you know about it then?
I've seen the promos.
Okay, that's cool then.
Who was that with Samuel L. Jackson, I think?
Is that his name?
Samuel L.
There you go.
Samuel.
There you go.
Oh, wow. Now, the only thing I don't like is that when I was a kid, I was always told that plane crashes, I seen horrible images of plane crashing. And then as I got older, I remember my first flight to Kansas City, and I was just so scared.
Mm-hmm.
But then we landed, then we got on the plane and came back, and the more I started flying, the less fear I had of actually getting on the plane.
I just don't like the turbulence. Like when you hit really rough wind and air and the clouds and stuff, which I end up finding out I think is like clouds because you going through them or something like that. I hate turbulence. I cannot take it. Well, I can take it because I've survived it, obviously, but it just makes me extremely uneasy because it just feels like the plane is not supposed to be shaking if there's nothing up here but air, but the clouds, I guess, are pretty heavy. So
yeah, I just bit my tongue.
I heard it.
You heard that? Yeah, it's crazy. You know, we talk all day. I mean, what's the chances, right? I'm gonna bite my tongue at some point. Maybe I shouldn't be talking. Anyway,
what is going on with you, bro?
What
Keep going, Ben.
Yeah. Okay, look, all I'm saying is I just went to ChatGPT because I've always had this idea, a notion, again, like if I was just trying to survive an airplane crash, where would I be sitting? And ChatGPT goes on to say, look, his seat location 11A was just ahead of the emergency exit row 12. This may have placed him in a section of the fuselage that stayed briefly intact. It gave him immediate proximity to an exit hatch. So maybe that was, added up to one of the reasons why he ended up surviving. I know he didn't get off the plane, but him having that exit row right there, might have helped him out to some degree.
Right, walking away, that ain't nothing but God.
Hey, man, my God is a beautiful God, a wonderful God.
Crazy.
Magnificent God.
At least to him, because the other passengers, they didn't moved on.
Right.
To me, I say this, when you see tragic events, fires, plane crashes, things like that, it's a reminder how fragile life is and how fragile we are as people. Because sometimes we believe that we're immortal and then we get around relatives or things. Death is always a reminder that one day we're all going to have to go. It's just a matter of when and how. So we just got to make sure that we do everything and live our life the best way we can right now.
Right, in the moment.
Because you never know. Like, and I had friends throughout my life where I was like, okay, I'm going to see you later. That never happened. And so I just, I always urge people to do the best you can to try to squeeze out the most out of life.
Yeah, take advantage of it.
Because we're not here long.
Very true, man. Make every moment last.
Dang,
and live a
so
good life.
Sad.
And live a good life. So when you do get old, you can look back and live it twice.
Well, look, when we come back, we'll have more pop culture report with Ben Jammin.
It's amazing.
And Carrie Noni Juice. Truth Nation, stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Summerfest is back, and the award-winning 1017 The Truth has got you covered. With free tickets, Truth Nation, to the world's largest outdoor festival. Tune into The Truth all week and listen for your cue to call and a chance to win an 18-pack of tickets to Summerfest.
Benjamin, I know you lying.
No, Noni Juice, you heard that right. It's an 18-pack of tickets so your friends and family can enjoy Summerfest on us. So stay tapped into The Truth so you do not miss your chance to enjoy the biggest party on the lakefront. Summerfest is presented by our founding partner, American Family Insurance.
Great impressions will exceed your expectations. Great impressions, perceptions, everything.
At Great Impressions Graphics and Printing, they've been proudly serving the community for over 26 years. From their location at the corner of 54th and Burleigh in Milwaukee, their dedication to quality and customer satisfaction has made them a trusted name in printing and design.
Great impressions.
Great Impressions offer a wide range of services, including banners, posters, yard signs, business cards, programs, and postcards. Plus, they specialize in custom apparel printing, perfect for family reunions, sports outings, business promotions, and more. For your next project, visit greatimpress.com. That's greatimpress.com. Great Impressions. They're here when you need them.
Great impressions, perceptions, everything.
Ready to buy your first house, move into your forever home, or simply refinance? At Associated Bank, they've got you. With the right lending plan and guidance, you can achieve your dreams. Your financial goals are closer than you think, and Associated Bank is excited to help you reach them. Learn more at associatedbank.com/lending or ask a banker for details. Subject to credit approval, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
How much does it cost to talk to Gruber Law Offices after a serious crash? It's free. Yes, free. As in, it won't cost you anything to speak with us. Not sure if you have a case? Call our team at Gruber Law Offices today. Your first call and your first consultation are always free. And you'll never pay us a fee until we win your case. If you've been seriously injured, call Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Need to look your best for a special occasion? You need the $100 hookup. This incredible deal includes a marvelous suit, shirt, and tie, all for $100. Only at Nick Cavani's, home of the $100 hookup. And that isn't limited to some standard stock suit. You'll be pleased by the top quality and variety of fashion offered at Nick Cavani's. No matter the occasion, maybe you're just ready for a fresh, new, stylish look. Get hooked up today at Nick Cavani's in Mayfair Mall and at nickcavanis.com.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, at 1017thetruth.com.
Everybody know the game don't stop. Trying to make it to the top for your get pop now. If you a rider, oh yes, a soul survivor.
Let's get it. I can't sleep. We living in hell. First they give us the work, then they throw us in jail. Road trip, yeah, I'm trafficking the white. Please, Lord, don't let me go to jail tonight. Yeah. Who me? I'm a soul survivor.
101.7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brothers E on the ones and twos. Pop Culture Report brought to you by Benjamin.
It's
and Carrie. Noni Juice.
Always keeping it juicy, y'all.
Hey.
It's so crazy out here in these streets, man.
Is it really?
Or is it crazy in the studio? Because you came in.
It is crazy in the studio. It is crazy.
You look like Darth Vader.
Yeah,
Darth Vader.
He looked like he got that hoodie on from that statue over there down the street.
Where is that statue at?
It's on 4th in Wisconsin.
Dude said it's the YN Kia Boy statue.
I ain't gonna lie, that is a YN statue, though. Because for them to have the black Air Force Ones on, y'all was tripping.
Were they really black or is the statue just black?
Hey, look, I'm just looking at it. It's black Air Force Ones to me. I don't know what the artist had in mind.
Do we know the artist? Do it say it on there? I'm gonna have to go
he
look
got
and
the writing
see.
on there. It's the one that did the statue in New York.
Oh, so he just putting these things everywhere.
And that's a lot of money. Because if they placing these in Milwaukee, you know they in Chicago. You know they going everywhere.
I'm just trying to understand the purpose. I'm going to have to look into that.
I want to know what the overall ideal is of placing these statues in the community.
And the message that he's trying to push. I got to look. I want to find that out. Because I didn't know we even had one until you posted about it.
But I didn't know until it just popped up because, I got to go that route to get to my office.
Yeah.
So I go past and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I thought it was fake. I thought it was like, something for the night market hall. Something that, because it wasn't there the other day. It just popped up.
Okay. In the middle of the night. It's like,
maybe
no,
during
nothing.
the day. Maybe they had just
rolled it out.
Maybe they just installed it that day for the night market.
Because the statue damn near like the Fonz one we got. You know what I'm saying?
We were just talking about that. The bronze Fonz.
Right, the bronze Fonz. Yeah, it's in our proximity, so some people say they feel like it's a good representation. Some people say it's a bad representation.
Well,
it depends on the intention of why he's doing this.
Do all of them look like that? Because there's the one they had in New York with the woman, the black woman, and she looked like she had an attitude. Now we got one up over here in Milwaukee, looked like a wine.
I don't know because I did a little research on this artist, And
is this another idea to subvert our minds and not trust N-words?
Well, no. What I'm saying is he got another statue that he made that if you go look him up, Thomas Prince. It's like a dude that have a big gut.
Okay.
And he's naked. He's naked, and you can see all of his parts, naked.
That's crazy.
With a big stomach. And he got a cell phone in his hand.
Is he black?
Yeah.
He's black too?
The statue that they made. It's a black statue.
Thomas what?
Prince.
Thomas Prince.
It's you got to look him up in this.
Yeah, of
in
course.
some of his work.
Of course, Ben want to look that one up because it's a naked big man. Like, what's your problem?
You know how people got the big stomachs. And stuff like it's
journalistic integrity.
Stop saying
he has the stomach out. He has no clothes on, and you can see his. And then he got a cell phone in his hand.
So what do you take from that message,
I don't
Tory?
know. Nothing.
Like what?
It's a scratch in the record to me.
Like maybe
no, I'm
it's
not
saying that
you don't represent me. None of this. That's what I took from it.
Maybe he's saying that we pay too much attention to our phones to the point where we could be booty cheeked up and we don't even realize it because we're so distracted.
My dad is an abstract artist.
Okay.
Okay, so abstract. You can just look at it and then you can just stare at it long enough. You can whatever your brain wants.
Yeah, whatever your interpretation.
But this is what these statues. Okay, this is a man now. I don't have to. I'm not confused by what this is.
Right. This is contemporary.
Okay, so what I'm saying is I'm not confused about what I'm looking at. I just think it don't represent nothing that I would do. Yeah, that's abstract.
Yeah, that's my painting right there.
Yeah, that's abstract.
That's my painting. That's an abstract painting. That's what
I'm saying is I don't
make abstract paintings.
Think that this is nothing that I would, this is nothing that should represent nothing I'm trying to do.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look at the actual statue.
I'm not even gonna make it.
It's
just his interpretation. I think it's trash, and it don't represent what
Did he
I
say
what I look
what
at
his
from my
interpretation is?
They got a little sign, and it looked like word salad because I was trying to read it, but only reason I didn't read it on the air had a lot of words, a lot of word salad like words on there. And I was like, okay.
What the hell does that mean, Tory?
Word salad is a bunch of words jumbled together.
Oh, for real?
That, mixed together. That try to, say something, but you come out with, I don't even know what it, I don't even know what this was.
But you talk about a whole lot of nothing.
Yeah, that's what I read.
Sound like Dr. Kenshin.
Oh, my God. That's you, not me.
Oh, wow.
All
right, we got to run the break. Hey, look.
He going to come in here trying to fight you.
When we come back, Truth Nation, we'll have more conversations. Stay like they right here on Tory Lowe.
Truth Nation, Gruber Law Offices and The Truth have raised the stakes for this year. The One Call That's All Gruber Cash giveaway is now a $5K giveaway. Yes, you heard it right. $5,000 giveaway. Every weekday on 1017 The Truth, you will have the chance to be entered to win the $5K giveaway. Listen to The Truth for the One Call That's All cue to call for your chance to win $5,000. Gruber Law Offices, One Call That's All. Visit 1017thetruth.com for official contest rules.
From the biggest stars to the greatest moments, Behind the Bucks is Bucks history like you've never heard it before. Go behind the scenes of the Emmy-nominated Giannis documentary. Get the real story of the blockbuster trade for Damian Lillard. Hear the origin of Bucks in 6. It's all on Behind the Bucks on the Bucks Plus audio network, presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Available now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, and wherever you get podcasts.
For over 50 years, Cousin Subs has celebrated and embraced the traditions of their home state of Wisconsin. And now, Cousins will be honoring a Wisconsin tradition like no other with their pull tab giveaway promo. Now through July 6th, while supplies last, guests will receive a Cousins pull tab with a sub or sub-able purchase for a chance to win Cousins Subs for a year and much more. For additional info and official rules, visit cousinsubs.com/pull tabs. One pull tab per customer per transaction per day. To receive a pull tab with no purchase necessary, necessary. See official rules.
Tired of hearing no from other banks? No to a loan? No to a checking account? Just no? At Brewery Credit Union, they find ways to say yes. Yes to second chances. Yes to rebuilding credit. Yes to helping you save, borrow, and thrive. Work with your credit specialist and move your financial life forward. Brewery Credit Union, Milwaukee's best place to borrow and save. Visit brewerycu.com. That is brewerycu.com. Federally insured by NCUA.
Being a caregiver for a family member can be very rewarding. It can be very challenging, too. Besides taking a physical and emotional toll, it can also take a real financial toll, especially if you're paying for home safety upgrades, covering medical expenses, cutting back on hours at your job, or having to leave your job altogether. In some states and in certain situations, you may be eligible to get paid for the care you provide, but finding reliable information about caregiver compensation can be overwhelming and very time-consuming. The AARP Foundation Paid for Care Hub can help. It's a free online tool developed with support from United Healthcare, where you can search compensation programs, explore your options, and get answers to frequently asked questions. Find out today if it's possible to be compensated for the time, effort, and care you're providing. Visit paidforcare.aarpfoundation.org to learn more.
Breaking news, weather, entertainment, and sports. We have it all here. This is 1017 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station. This is your 1017 The Truth News Update.
Hello, everyone. This is Rhea Riley with your news update. On the tails of his conviction, lawyers for Maxwell Anderson filed a motion to dismiss one of his felony charges. Anderson was found guilty last week of 4 felony charges in the death and dismemberment of 19-year-old Sade Robinson after a first date last year. His defense team has requested the court to remove the charge of hiding a corpse. Anderson's sentencing is set for August 15th, where he could face a maximum penalty of life in prison without the possibility of parole. Wisconsin Attorney General Josh Kaul is suing the company 23andMe in an effort to protect Wisconsinites' genetic information. 23andMe filed for bankruptcy in March and is looking to sell its assets, including the genetic data of about 15 million customers. Kaul and 27 other state attorney generals are filing lawsuits to block the sale of the data to other companies, arguing that customers must be the ones to approve 23andMe to sell their genetic data. One fire truck is out of service after a car crashed into it Wednesday afternoon on Milwaukee's south side. The crash took place just after 1 p.m. near 26th and Oklahoma. The fire truck was turning onto 26th Street when it was hit by a car traveling 50 to 60 miles per hour eastbound on Oklahoma Avenue. No firefighters were hurt, and the driver of the car was taken to the hospital for their injuries. This has been your news update. The Tory Lowe Show continues on the new 1017 The Truth.
Justice Wisconsin, the truth. The most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM. The movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4, we about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice. We want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
1017 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 1017 The Truth. Thank you for joining me for the second hour of the Tory Lowe Show. And we got guests. We got Milwaukee Police Chief Jeffery Norman in studio. Hey, look.
What's going on?
How you doing? How you doing, Police Chief Jeffery Norman?
Stressed but blessed.
Hey, it's Milwaukee. I always try to tell people. But we got the Walk Against Violence coming up.
Right on.
People been coming through. Politicians been coming through, and thank you for coming through.
Appreciate the
because
invitation.
We got to make sure that in 2025, right now, that we're on top of what we have to do as a community.
Right.
And where exactly are we when it comes to law enforcement? You know what I mean? Because, a lot of people, we have our complaints and we go back and forth. But the thing is, the crime element, the things that we have to face, we all have to work together eventually to try to make sure that we're on point.
That's real talk.
And that's on both sides. Like, you know, because I talk about stories that happen inside with officers, bad apples and things like that.
Right on.
And then we talk about the distrust between the community and the police department. And then what can we do to try to make sure that we're working together largely to fight against the element that we all don't want.
Right. Well, I was like, it's just, there's opportunities to be able to collaborate, be able to share that space. That's always been part of this administration, to meet people where they're at, be able to be available, to be honest, say what we can do, what we can't do.
Right.
But also to be transparent, to say these are the issues we're seeing in our community. We all know that we have different ways of getting about that particular goal of a safer community. But as long as we know what we're working on, then we know what we can do in our respective circles, however that we do navigate and do our work, how we can impact together in regards to these particular concerns, especially when we want to talk about our youth. That's a real crisis and an opportunity for us to make some impact in that crisis, because I just listened on the radio this morning in regards to what our children need. They said it's simple, you know. They need to be fed, they need to be warm, they need to be clean, and they need to be loved. You know, and
it sounds simple.
It does sound simple, but what I'm saying is that basically, how are we going to address any one of those items? You don't have to address them all, but how are we going to address any of these items in regards to especially our younger ones out here who are in possession of firearms? There should be no reason why a 13-year-old has a firearm, a handgun, extended, a drum roll, a switch, you know. And this is where we all have a collective responsibility to intervene and impact. Whether it's if you are exercising your Second Amendment right, just be responsible with that weapon. Don't leave it out for somebody to pick it up and think it's a water gun. Don't leave it inside your car unsecured. Being that particular type of good steward is not asked for much, but yet and still it helps the overall issue that we're seeing in our community in regards to some of the violence, some of the senseless violence, and that we have a true issue that we need to be addressing however we feel it is addressing. Not police alone, because I know the work that you do and many other individuals like you, but without having the right information about what's going on, then we don't know how to address it. So we're here.
I'll say this, you know, because you put out a something out to the community that you need the community assistance on, you know, solving crime.
Yes, sir.
And I saw that, and I talk about that all the time, you know, and I say I have my opinion on how we have to make sure that not only are we transparent on both sides, because I hate the no snitching rule. Yeah. I say if you harm an innocent life, you got to pay the price. You know what I mean? You get out here and you harm innocent life, you got to pay the price for that.
I appreciate you for
Period.
that.
That's the rule.
Right.
But we struggle with many times when I'm out here trying to get information, a lot of people will say, okay, they have some type of interaction with law enforcement that makes them feel a certain type of way about communicating and cooperating with law enforcement. How are you, or what are you doing to combat a lot of the past issues and traumas that people may feel that are pre-existing, and then something tragic happens, and then you try to engage and try to get to the bottom of it? What are some of the strategies that, or are there any strategies that you're working on to try to mitigate that?
Well, the commitment to engage. So the thing is that you got to keep on showing up. Don't give up. Understand that there is a need that needs to be fulfilled in regards to building relationships, and a lot of times we have to allow people to get things off their chest. And there you can reset that conversation, that, you know, engagement where, okay, I'm hearing you, I get it, that there is things that has been wronged, acknowledging that, so that we can move forward saying that, you know what, as much as it hurts me to hear what you had went through, don't make me that dude. It's like somebody who's been in a bad relationship.
Is it easy to separate it, though?
It's not easy. Absolutely not. And that would be disrespectful to act like get over it. As no one should ever say anything like that to somebody. But as we all know, when it comes to healing, you gotta acknowledge first the pain.
You gotta make sure that you admit and acknowledge it.
You gotta sit there and say, I see it, I hear you, I understand it, and then we can talk together about what we can do moving forward. And the big thing about that is, Don't just show up when, it's convenient for you. Show up when it's inconvenient for you. Don't always think that people are going to come to you, come to them. But there has to be a shared responsibility, bruh. That we ain't going to just keep on showing up like, nah. It's like, all right, you know what? There is a lot of things that we need to be working on. But we have to be able to be with people willing to extend the fig branch, the olive branch, together.
I agree.
Because it gets to a point like if you jading somebody and I had a bad boyfriend. Okay, how many times I hear about this bad boyfriend?
I don't want to have to pay the price for something that somebody else did. Right?
Come on.
Well, I'll say this, because I see that now more than ever, there's a culture or there's a mindset out here that we all have to deal with, and the reckless ideas and the things that are happening amongst the youth with the social media, the 24-hour peer pressure. Like back when we was coming up, I always say that if we had got into it with somebody, we'd go in the house, it was over.
It's a cooling down period.
But now it's 24 hours. So the stress is there.
Yeah.
And I saw in Vegas where the YouTubers had got into it, where they was beefing grown-ups with a wife. I mean, these young people, we try to say, okay, take the straight and narrow, do the right thing, and then it should come back to you. But many times, some of these young people, they'll make, or at least on the north side of Milwaukee, they'll make a small mistake and they'll feel like they should have got the breaks that their counterparts got over on maybe in Sherwood or somewhere. You're not seeing the even. They're not seeing the even. So they feel like if they make a mistake out here, they're being treated like criminals, felonies, charges, all kinds of stuff.
Right.
So I think that we should come up with better ways or more current ways of trying to address the youth. And I'm not talking about somebody that went out here and brought great bodily harm or took a life.
Right.
I'm talking about somebody that just went out here and, they did something to where we could get them in a better diversion idea, or if they were in a situation where they don't like police, let's get some training together to say, okay, this is officer such and such. He's going to be the cop assigned to you. Like some kind of bonding idea where children where they say they're afraid. A lot of kids say they're afraid of police. And they run.
Right.
And I'll be like, okay, that's an issue. If y'all feel that way, how can we combat that so we can have more calmness, more people willing to, like when somebody harms innocent life, they're willing to give that information without feeling that they're not protected by the law enforcement.
I get it. So I don't have all the answers. I wish I did, Tory. I'll say this much, when we're doing a lot of these different engagements, whether it's, listening sessions, cop of the block, being in these schools. I know people sit there and say, oh, police officers need to be. I had experience about officers in the schools that helped me appreciate what they do and actually interest me in doing this work. Because I always tell people, we all have a shelf life as officers. We got to need to have somebody replace us. And we need to make sure that we've been intentional about bringing that right type of experience and love for our community into these particular professions and responsibilities. But I will say this, I'm also, and I'll say we as in the collective, as our department, are open to those suggestions of there's something else that we can be doing more of. I'll never profess to have all the answers, brother. But what I will profess is that willing to be at the table to hear these suggestions. But I always say that if we're going to sign off on something, we want to make sure it's consistent. That's not no one-hit wonder. Our kids don't need anybody be in and out their lives in a way that they can rely on.
You got to be consistent with the youth.
They want it. They want that type of, again, engagement. They want that type of relationship. They don't want to be a side thought, though. I'm a father, and I understand what it means to be a parent, understand that to be consistent has the credibility to be able to have that, I got to tell you sometimes what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. But we want to make sure that our relationships will stand the test of time outside of this, administration of me or anybody else, that this is a part of a culture, a part of a relationship that will be, again, going on for a while.
I'll say this. What I see now, more than ever, that we need to have all the community resources, all the community members. We have to just be result-based. And we got to start tracking results instead of I see a lot of money coming through the city when it comes to violence, millions of dollars, and I don't see the improvement. And Milwaukee is not a huge population like Chicago. And if you got more money coming in than residents here, like I think that there may be a problem where the money is being dispersed to me.
Well, I don't know.
I'm just talking about
I will say
the fact that we do have funding coming in.
There has been challenges recently, though, Tory, especially in regards to the, programming. I just hear this anecdotally. I don't have any facts. But I will say that we have improvements. Is it, huge improvements in what we had experienced, especially we talk about 2021, 2022. I will push back saying that there is better situations for us, especially from the level of violence. And I don't like to throw numbers out there, but just looking at that, just looking at it from the standpoint of what
because
we
you
used
see
to
the
be
numbers.
I do see the numbers, but I never want to make numbers the reality of anybody else, especially but what they're experiencing, because I am sensitive enough to understand that your reality is your truth. As we hitting on this truth, that to make sure that we are still leaning in. Non-fatals are down, reckless driving numbers are down, but we still got a lot of work to do. And that I will acknowledge in regards to that. No matter what we're doing, we got to do more.
I agree.
And it's a collective we, not just an MPD. And don't get me wrong, we understand our requirements, we understand our responsibilities. But when we talk about policing as a community thing, law enforcement is us, enforce the law. But when we police ourselves, Mama Dukes, community, neighborhood, parents, guardians, we all have a responsibility, like cut it out, don't be doing that, get off that, settle down. We can't be watching it. Even though you got 24-hour programming, turn the iPhone off. You ain't going to have the iPad as the babysitter. My kids didn't have electronics throughout the week. That was just how it was in my room, at my house.
Hey.
You had to turn that off, be on the books.
Well, they got the iPad babies now.
Yeah, but you know what? There comes that part where you have that responsibility to put on parenting controls and things like that. So I'm just saying there's resources out there. How we all step into that space to make sure that we're doing as much as we can. I get it. There are things that's going to be outside of our control. But what we do control, what are we doing about that?
Well, look, when we come back, we in studio with Police Chief Jeffery Norman. I want to know, what can we do to make things better this summer?
Yeah. Real talk.
What can we do?
Absolutely.
How can we participate?
Absolutely.
How can we be about that action?
Absolutely.
Hey, we're going to talk about it when we get back. Truth Nation, stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
All right.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Brew Crew Tuesdays are back on June 17th.
Churio sends it deep to left, and there she goes.
Catch the Brewers on local TV as they battle the Chicago Cubs.
And Yelich launches one deep right center field. Forget about it. Oh, my goodness.
This edition of Brew Crew Tuesdays is presented by Delta Dental of Wisconsin. Tune in June 17th at 7:05 on Fox 6 in Milwaukee, or check out your local listings to watch the game.
It's 1017 The Truth's Dr. Ken Harris for Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. When it's time to upgrade your windows and doors, wouldn't you like to work with the best? But maybe you're thinking, in these volatile times, I don't want to spend a fortune. Well, Pella, the best in the industry, has a product line for every budget, and right now you can get no interest and no payments for up to 2 years. And if the plan is to wait, guess what? You can get it now and wait to start making payments up to 2 years. Pella truly believes that quality windows and doors don't have to be expensive. With a range of affordable options and products assembled in the U.S., you can get the look you want at a price you can afford. And with Pella's free in-home consultation, no obligation quote, and range of available financing, getting new windows and doors from Pella is easier than you think. Certain restrictions apply. Ends June 30th of 2025. Set your free in-home consultation today at PellaWI.com.
Life's better with American Family Insurance, because whether it's a family road trip in your dream car or hosting a family reunion in your dream home, we help you feel protected so you can enjoy those dreams with peace of mind. Save up to 23% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Ready to buy your first house, move into your forever home, or simply refinance? At Associated Bank, they've got you. With the right lending plan and guidance, you can achieve your dreams. Your financial goals are closer than you think, and Associated Bank is excited to help you reach them. Learn more at associatedbank.com/lending or ask a banker for details. Subject to credit approval, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Immerse yourself in a place where bold ideas are sought after, where all are encouraged to bring their personal flourish. Here, innovation is a way of life. In this city, the beat flows. Together, we're dancing to the rhythm. Forward. Now, it's your turn to grab hold of that energy, where you'll remember not just the meals, the celebrations, or the uncommon coast. What you'll remember is how we made you feel. Come experience Milwaukee, where fresh meets fearless every day.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Everybody ain't your partner.
Why the f*** these niggas wanna go against the grain? Yeah. Why the f*** these niggas wanna drag it in the name? True story. I know some niggas who hurt me, they hurt me. A couple bitches who hurt me, they hurt me. The jury don't want me to make it. The DA, I know that he working. Oh, he working. Prosecutors wanna help me. What? I'm hoping they don't do me dirty. It's 40, I got the 30. Shoot on go, he shoot perfect.
I keep 100 on me. After what they done to bleed. The same ones who put them to sleep. We all used to be in a G. How could you do me so dirty? How could you wait till I leave? It's like you was hating on her. So now you go die up and breathe. I got accused of some murders and batters, so I did some time in the pen. Trust no mother, oh body again. Look insane silent. Got hold up. Now my baby mom on the stand raising a mother. Okay.
Everybody ain't your friend. Everybody ain't your partner. Everybody ain't no real nigga. If I say I got you, I got
101.7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. We got Milwaukee Police Chief Jeffery Norman in studio, Truth Nation. The Walk Against Violence is July 12th. We telling you to get out, go to truthwalkagainstviolence.com to sign up. Jeffery Norman, being a black Milwaukee police chief, a lot of people in my community, they look at you in a certain way. Like you represent them because you're a black person operating a huge issue of policing. And when we talk about violence and we talk about solutions, how do we get to all the result-based ideas that we want? Because we know what the problem is.
Right.
From your viewpoint, how do we get to the reduction of violence?
Right. Well, I'm humbled that people see me in that light in regards to having, all the answers, but I'm only one man, and understanding that I am part of this community. I am the community with all of you, and that this is a collaborative. This is let's work together. But there's opportunities out there where we can redirect our young from some of the things that they're getting themselves into. Because I always say when children are given the freedom to choose whatever they want to do, we might not like the choices they make. Did a press conference with the mayor yesterday. It's Hello Summer. It's a website where you're able to look and see what activities are going on in our respective community. And this is a one-stop shop where you can click on and see, okay, the neighborhood house is doing this, Journey House is doing that. So that there is that, platform to say there are activities beyond the iPad and the iPhone. Mm-hmm. We grew up playing in the streets, playing basketball, being in part of activities, social stuff, but there's also programming that helps you be better kids, better to young adults, and we can, do our part, especially as guardians or parents, to tap into those resources. I know that we do a lot of different things with Empower, the Milwaukee Police Athletic League. We have activities that we partner up with UNCOM, United, neighborhoods, community events, where we're able to again engage from the police department with our youth, having listening sessions, talk events, playing activities, and so I just really challenge our community to really look and see what are the resources available, whether it's a Boys and Girls Club, whether it's YMCA, whether it's, the Running Rebels, because too often a lot of these resources are being underutilized. And that hurts in regards to that when they're getting, scrutinized about who are the touch points. They got to prove that they're touching people.
Well, I'll say this. I sometimes find it that a lot of the organizations suck at promoting the programs. Like, it's there. I'd be like, when I walk around and I wish I knew this was there.
But then they talk to you, Tory, so you shout it out on the radio, brother.
I tell them, look, let me tell you something. My show is very unique because you can knock on the window with a program, and I'll make time for you to come through.
That's what I'm talking about.
So
that's a challenge to our community.
Hey, I've always been like that.
Real talk.
Why do I walk in places and I'm like, well, how long you been doing this?
Yeah.
And I think that we need to get better at reaching the public instead of saying that it's there and nobody's using it.
Right.
I think that I don't even know half of the stuff. I said, how long y'all been doing this?
Right.
And then I'd be like, man, I had a family 2 days ago that could have used this. You know what I mean? So I made it my business to make sure that I become that space where, okay, come on the show. I do it all the time.
Bro, I appreciate that.
Let's get on the show.
I'm glad to know because I'll push people to you, man.
Yeah, tell them to come on because
especially putting that platform.
If we not resourceful, if we got resources, let's be resourceful.
Right.
You know, and I think that a lot of times when people reach out to me, they'll, because I'll be like, why did you reach out to me for that? But many times in our community, we don't know where the resources are, so they'll say, okay, Tory may know where the resources are. And many times I may not know what the resources are, but I'll create something to make sure that I do a quick, making sure that something happens.
Right.
But if I knew where all of the different resources were, we can distribute the families accordingly.
Yes, sir.
So that's my thing, to get closer to where are all the resources.
That's a good challenge, brother. Like
Many
I said,
times.
we can help, direct and use your platform and your touch points because I know you just touch a lot of lives.
Well, if they don't, well, hold on. Then we send them over there, and if they don't do nothing, and then now we get to have we sent 12 families over here. They kept saying you weren't answering the phone.
Yeah.
Now we can take that resource and try to examine it from there.
Right. Well, I will say this: our commitment that we don't partner with people who are going to just be going through the motions. That's a reputation. That's you want to be able to show that you have credibility. So there are things that we do within our community with people who we know they're going to be committed partners, because we just talked about this off radio in regards to you don't touch kids, you don't touch families and just do a one-hit wonder.
Right.
Because one, the need is always going to remain there, and also that you're going to lose credibility.
Well, I'll be doing Cops for Kids this summer at Summerfest. Cops versus the teens in basketball.
Okay.
So hopefully I'll see you out there. It's gonna be on my birthday, July 5th.
Okay.
So I'll be out there with the kids that day. Cops versus the kids. Cops for Kids. Building good community relations. That's what I'll be doing.
Sir. Well, it ain't the first time, though, during Mayor's Peace Week, we had Cops versus Kids for kickball. So, definitely this is something that we continue to have these engagements. We do it with the Milwaukee Police Department, and understand that this is how you build relationships. You build, you guys see my lapel here, trust, and that, again, keep on doing it. Don't just be one-hit wonders.
Well, we got a couple questions on the Talk to Text lines. 7285 says, can you ask Chief Norman, will Sheriff Danita Ball ever come to the show to talk to the people?
Oh, I can't talk.
I think she's on. I think she's scheduled to come in.
I know she's out there.
I think she's scheduled to come in. She's never been on the show. This is your third time coming on. But she has never been on the Tory show. I think
I'm gonna start charging you, Tory.
No, I'm gonna start charging y'all. I'm the one. Hey, y'all can walk around with the guns and all of that. I'm out here solo dolo. Hey, I need the help. Somebody called in on the show talking about they was gonna try to do something to me.
Oh man,
I need y'all help. I need somebody to come help me.
You can't take out the voice.
Hey, all right. So then also we got another person. I think he said, police chief, can you put more policemen trolling north 706th Street from Burleigh to Good Hope because of reckless driving?
Yeah.
North 76th Street, I guess that's what he meant.
Okay. So I would say this.
Because of reckless driving.
We have a website. It's called the TSU.org. It's the trafficsafetyunit.org. You can put those requests in. We have a person who is monitoring that, and we will deploy for those particular type of concerns because we understand that we only as good as what you can tell us about what's going on out there. But I appreciate that feedback.
Do we have enough cops to patrol?
So
I heard it was a shortage. Are we making up for the shortage?
We have a class about to graduate next week. We do have a class in-house. We're recruiting another class, but we always can use more, and that's a great platform in regards that we are recruiting, we are hiring. This is a great career. It's a career I have for 29 years, and that we always can use more. And I will say this, no matter what we got, we're going to be responsive. We're going to engage. We're going to be out there. We're going to be visible.
Now, how do people, if they want to be police officers, where would they get more information on that? And has anything changed?
So I know that
we
have a rolling recruitment process with the Fire and Police Commission is on the Fire and Police Commission website, and so you can apply through there. I will say that we are trying our best to be more responsive. I like to see our time to you apply to get hired shortened, but the Fire and Police Commission is the oversight about recruitment and hiring. And so we work together, and we're making sure that we are putting the word out to let people know that you need to be reflective of the community that you serve and the diversity that comes from our community, and being able to bring people from our neighborhoods, from our respective large city, helps us knowing that we have individuals who are coming from these blocks coming back to serve these blocks.
That sounded powerful. And before you get out of here, there's scheduled to be a lot of protests coming up.
Yeah.
Here we go again with the illegal situation, undocumented migrants. What is your advice for those that want to take part in these protests? We already know that we want it peaceful.
The Milwaukee Police Department respects the First Amendment. I understand that basically people should have the right to express themselves. Just don't harm nobody. Don't tear up anything.
Right.
That's not going to be tolerated. And I want people to hear that in regards to that. We understand that you have a right to express yourself, to make sure that there is that you're being heard. We are, part of this community.
Right.
But that doesn't open the door for harming and doing anything. We had a very large protest on Tuesday. There was well over, 2,500, 3,000 people, one of the largest ones across this nation.
Mm-hmm.
It was peaceful. I know a lot of people had different opinions about that, event, but I will say this much. People are allowed to express themselves. They were allowed to, march. They were allowed to do what was part of the process of, being able to, share your concerns, your opinions. It's just, again, no one should have to be worried about their rightfully owned property or their personal liberty to be harmed as we're doing it. So the biggest thing, Tory, I ask, please just be peaceful. Please just understand that basically don't take away from your messaging by having those who don't share your same sentiments hijack your protest and then turn into something that you did not sign up for or want.
Right. And I was just telling people that the other day. I went through 2020. And I always tell people, it's always the ones that feel and believe that something is wrong in the front.
Yeah.
Then you got some of the organizers, that's that second tier. But then it's this third tier that got their face covered.
Yeah.
And they got the book bags on. And all it takes is for one rock to go over
just
the front.
Go away.
And that's why I try to tell people, you got know what you're looking at all times in these protests.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, you got a right to protest.
Yes.
But you don't have a right to cause injury or great bodily harm or, like I said, I saw it. I lived through certain things.
I know.
And I try to tell people it ain't even worth it because, and this is what I'm going to say. During 2020, a lot of that, if you got arrested or a citation, that was local.
Yeah.
But when you're dealing with ICE or immigration, that's federal.
Yeah.
So what's the difference now? Because if you get arrested, and it's a federal issue.
Yeah.
That's out of your hands.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, these entities are federal authorities, and this, again, you got federal laws, you got state laws, you got county laws, you got city laws.
Right.
And so we try to make sure that we are, again, aware of what's going on as best as we can. But, law enforcement agencies have their own, independence, so to speak, unfortunately. And so there is a lot of things that, I'm not well-versed, nor should I try to be well-versed about federal laws. But there's activities going on with federal law enforcement authorities. They're going to be using federal laws to enforce any particular type of, what they want to enforce for whatever they're doing out there. So it's hard to say, but I know for us as a city, we try to, be patient, understand that, the rules of engagement. We like to get points of contact with people who are part of these, activities and protesting so that we can know who to talk to about our concerns, just as they should know somebody to talk to if they got concerns. And it starts there, communication first, and then try to work out how can we best, we use that strategy for the RNC, we use that strategy for a lot of different things, and I believe and hope that our community see that we have a good reputation behind that, under this administration about how we navigate, some can be very complex and confusing if you make it, or you can simple it down and just start with that conversation with the two respective organizations and say, okay, how do we work this out? This is what we want to do. How can we work this out? And most of the time, you can find a good compromise and a goal out there that works for everybody.
Well, look, I appreciate you for coming through. I know you're gonna have your hands full this summer.
Yeah.
But I told
Are we gonna have our hands full?
I'm talking about you look, they pay, that's why they pay you the big bucks. Hold on.
Put that even on Ricky Bobby.
Hold on, wait a minute. I don't get a dime for helping the community. So what I'm saying is, but at the end of the day, it's all of us, and we got to make sure that this is our community and that we manage the whole idea of our community. But what I'm saying is, I'm going to start making a bigger commitment to working with the police department, with yourself.
Love, brother.
I think that for years I've just tried to keep my distance because I don't want to get caught up into the community mistrust ideas.
Well, I brush my teeth and I shower, so you can talk to me, man.
That's what's up. But I'm gonna try to work, like I told the DA. It's time for us to really get a better handle on what's going on out here in these streets.
Real talk.
And that's going to have to take me to be involved a little bit way more than I'm usually involved.
Yes, sir.
And I'm up for the challenge. So I appreciate it. We got to stop. We got to stop the violence.
Yeah, we
got to stop the violence.
Yes, sir.
Like I said, it's lives being affected in a negative way, and that we can't have that.
Yes, sir.
Hey, look, Jeffrey Norman, I appreciate you for coming on the show.
This was good, man. This was good.
Hey, thank you so much. And like I said, come back through.
Yes,
if y'all
sir.
got any resources, send them this way.
Absolutely.
I think that we need to make sure that the community understands what is available.
Yes, sir.
And it'll lighten my load a little bit.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. All of our load, man.
Anything else you want to say to the community before we go to break?
And I just sit there and say, let's get this work together and let's make it happen.
All right.
Appreciate you, man.
Hey, look. Milwaukee Police Chief Jeffery Norman in studio, Truth Nation. When we come back, we'll have more conversations. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
It's party time at Cousins Subs. For a limited time only, Cousins 2-foot party subs are back. Choose from the club, ham and provolone, Italian special, or turkey. Each party sub is just $39.99. Feeds 5 to 8 people and requires 24-hour notice to order. And now you can complete your party by adding a party chip bag and a dozen chocolate chip cookies for just $4.99. Order today in store, online, or on the app. Cousins Subs. We believe in better.
Escape to paradise this summer at Chula Vista Resort in Wisconsin Dells. Spacious accommodations, perfect for families or romantic getaways. Voted top 10 best water parks in the U.S., championship golf, the longest zip line in the area, and the #1 steakhouse in Wisconsin. Book a Chula Vista Resort all-inclusive package now at 1-800-388-4782 or visit chulavistaresort.com. Your summer paradise awaits.
Great impressions will exceed your expectations. Great impressions, perceptions, everything.
At Great Impressions Graphics and Printing, they've been proudly serving the community for over 26 years. From their location at the corner of 54th and Burleigh in Milwaukee, their dedication to quality and customer satisfaction has made them a trusted name in printing and design. Great Impressions offer a wide range of services, including banners, posters, yard signs, business cards, programs, and postcards. Plus, they specialize in custom apparel printing, perfect for family reunions, sports outings, business promotions, and more. For your next project, visit greatimpress.com. That's greatimpress.com. Great Impressions. They're here when you need them.
Great
Carrie, where's Tory, Lowe, and Dr. Ken at? I'm trying to knock these commercials out.
How am I supposed to know, Sherwin?
Well, I'm about to do their parts because my impressions are on point anyway. This is Dr. Ken Harris from Truth in the Afternoon, and I want you to download the Truth app in the Google Play Store and Apple Store so you can never miss my show or any of the award-winning 1017 The Truth. Really, Kyle?
Sherwin, you are crazy.
Sherwin, your impression of me is horrible. Move. Give me my mic. I guess I'll just repeat what Sherwin said. Go to the Google Play Store or Apple Store to download the 1017 The Truth app today so you can take the home of Milwaukee Black Talk with you wherever you are.
Can't listen live? Download the new 1017 The Truth app on your smartphone today to catch up on all your favorite shows. Search 1017 The Truth on your Google Play Store or Apple App Store so you don't miss out on any of the action.
This Associated Bank Sports Update on 1017 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Brandon Snide. The Milwaukee Brewers losing to the Braves on Wednesday afternoon, 6-2. They lose the series 2 out of 3 games. They'll look to rebound as they welcome in the Cardinals tonight to American Family Field to begin a 4-game series. Jacob Mizorowski on the mound to make his major league debut for the Milwaukee Brewers. First pitch set for 6:40. Over to the NFL, where the Packers will wrap up mandatory minicamp today in Green Bay. After practice on Wednesday, head coach Matt LaFleur was asked, how many starts does it take for a quarterback before you know what you really have?
I think every case is a little different. So I feel pretty confident that we know what we have in Jordan, and we got a lot of confidence in him.
And lastly, over to the NBA, where the Indiana Pacers take a 2-1 lead over the Oklahoma City Thunder in the NBA Finals with a 116-107 win on Wednesday night. This sports update brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams. Member FDIC.
It's the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
So, I typed a text to a girl I used to see, saying that I chose this cutie pie with whom I want to be. And I apologize if this message gets you down. Then I CC'd every girl that I'd CC round town. And hate to see y'all frown, but I'd rather see her smiling. Wetness all around me, true, but I'm no island. Peninsula, maybe. Makes no sense, I know crazy. Give up all this that's in my lap, no looking back. Spaceships don't come equipped with rear view mirrors. They dip as quick as they can. The atmosphere is now ripped. I'm so like a pimp. I'm glad it's night. So the light from the sun would not burn me on my bum when I shoot the moon. High jump the broom like a preemie out the womb. My partner yelling too soon. Don't do it. Reconsider. Read some litter. Sure on the subject. You sure? You know we got your back like chiropractic. If that do you dirty, we'll wipe her out as in detergent. Now hurry, go on to the altar. I know you ain't a pimp, but pimp, remember what I taught you. Keep your heart, 3 stacks. Keep your heart, hey, keep your heart, 3 stacks. Keep your heart, man, these girls are smart. 3 stacks, these girls are smart. Play your part. Play your part.
1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. Hey, look, DJ Brothers, I'm feeling like giving out some Summerfest tickets right now. Milwaukee's biggest party on the lake is back. Summerfest makes its return 1 week from today. And to celebrate, The Truth is giving away Summerfest tickets all week long so you can enjoy Summerfest on us. Now's your chance to win tickets to attend every single day of Summerfest right here on the Tory Lowe Show. Call 833-212-1017. That's 833-212-1017. Be caller number 10 right now and win the ultimate Summerfest ticket giveaway. That's 833-212-1017. Call, get your Summerfest tickets, Truth Nation. And we're going to be broadcasting live at Summerfest this year, too. It's going to be powerful. Also, look, let me tell you something. Take some time to go to truthwalkagainstviolence.com right now and sign up. Take some time to go to truthwalkagainstviolence.com to sign up for July 12th. We're going to be outside for the Truth Walk Against Violence. Hey, I'm going to need to see Truth Nation outside this summer. We're going to be working. We got a lot of things going on. Hey, I'm excited. But let me know when we get to caller, DJ Brother Z. Maybe we'll get him on. Maybe we'll bring him through. Maybe we'll bring the caller through. But once again, Jeffrey Norman, salute to Milwaukee Police Chief Jeffrey Norman for coming in for a talk against violence. We got a lot of things we still got to work on when it comes to policing, community, things like that. But I'll say this, it's hot outside. What we want is to be safe, public safety. We want to make sure that we're doing what we're supposed to do and making sure that they're doing what they're supposed to do. And I've made a pledge that I will work closely with a lot of these departments because I'm from the streets, I'm from the neighborhoods. I'm going to start dealing with them and making sure that I do my part. Not that I haven't did my part before, but I never worked with a lot of these departments, and I had a certain philosophy of dealing with them through the families. And now I want to take that direct approach, trying to install ideas that work better to build that bridge, to fill in that gap when it comes to the violence in our community, when it comes to what we need from these resources. And I want more resources to come on the show that are working with the state, that are working with the local, so we can make sure that we have a list of resources for everybody to make sure to be aware of the resources. A lot of times there be a lot of resources out here and nobody don't even know about them. They not doing a good job of putting it out there, and they'll say, okay, well, nobody's not using this resource. Well, if I don't know about it and I got families coming to me and I didn't know that you existed, okay, well, I see that as a problem. So I'm gonna start working to bring those type of resources right here on the Tory Lowe Show so we can have those resources for those in need. Lamar? Hey, let's get Lamar on the line. Hey, Lamar. Hey, you won the Summerfest ticket package.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Tory.
Hey, salute, Lamar. What you gonna do with them tickets? What you looking forward to from Summerfest?
The family. Taking the family.
That's
taking
what's
the kids
up.
out there, enjoying the concert.
And they got June 19th Summerfest in the evening.
Yeah, I'm volunteering. Yeah, I'm volunteering down at the parade. And then, in G, he got one event the next day. I'm volunteering down there as well. So it's gonna be busy for me this summer.
Hey, Lamar, that sounded powerful. Lamar. Hey, look, what station made you a winner of the Summerfest Ultimate Summerfest ticket giveaway?
The station I listen to every day, the best station on earth, 101.7 Black Talk Radio.
Puff! Thank you. I'm going to see you outside. When you get down there, when we broadcast it live, come through.
Oh, yeah, I did one of your events, Tony. I came here for free for the kids at one of your events after you came back from D.C.
Oh, that's what's up.
I'm going to see you outside.
Oh, that's what's up. I might need a line in that day. I might need you to line me up.
Oh, yes, sir.
I appreciate you, brother. And like I said, I'll see you soon. We'll connect.
All right. Have a good one.
All right. God bless you. Hey, look, that's what it's all about. Once again, it's going to be a lot going on this summer, but don't let the a lot overtake you. You be a lot too, and making sure that you're doing your part. I always say it's time for us to get back to the grassroots of dealing with each other. It's time for us to start paying attention. It's time for us to start telling people, hey, I ain't with that. What they say is a new song by the young people that was made by the Running Rebels called We Ain't On That. I'm trying to get them to come in the studio. We Ain't On That. I saw that it was a song out that the young people put out trying to encourage the young people that we ain't even on that. That's powerful. We got to play that song on the show. Y'all know how we do it in the summertime. We got to stay away from the foo-foo. And if you participating in the foo-foo this summer, you the problem. If you're not trying to talk to your loved ones and let them know ahead of time, stop waiting till something bad happen to say something. Say it ahead of time where everything cool. Hey, look, we ain't practicing no foo-foo this summer. We ain't practicing negative energy this summer. We going to try to have fun this summer. We going to try to be on the up and up. Now, situations can happen. You know, it's a difference between defending yourself and out here causing chaos. Okay. It's a difference. I ain't saying let nobody come and, you know, deal with you in a certain way, you know, where your life is in jeopardy. But if you can walk away, if it ain't that, walk away. God bless you. God bless you. Hey, you don't have to stand there and argue with folks. Sometimes people egos get them in trouble. Your ego got, you know, they calling you out your name and your ego, oh, okay, you going to talk to me like that, X, Y, and Z. No, you know what? You know how many times people done called me out my name and I just said, God bless you. Because it means nothing. It means nothing. Y'all got to understand that people talk crazy all the time. People going to talk crazy to you for the rest of your life. You got to know that, okay, I'm finna get up out of here. You know, it's time to go. God bless you. Have a great day. I'll you know, live to be a positive person for the next day instead of being caught up in something impulsive, emotionally impulsive. And now you in jail, you got to pay tickets, and you put yourself further in a bad situation when you could have just left. You could have just walked off. And it sounds easy, but it's mental. It's mental, and you got to know that whatever a person call you, you don't have to answer to it. Hey, look, when we come back, we'll have more conversation. Truth Nation, stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Truth Nation, this is the legendary Homer Blow, hoping you and your family will join me at the 31st annual Homer Blow birthday party for the kids on Saturday, June 28th from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. at the Fitzsimmons Boys and Girls Club at 3400 West North Avenue in Milwaukee. The celebration is for children 2 to 13 years old. Admission is absolutely free. For more information on being a sponsor for this great event, call 414-248-4954 or email the Homer Blow Foundation at gmail.com. And don't forget, we'll have Kool-Aid, the red kind.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here, reminding you that a lot of life's firsts are better with help from American Family Insurance. Like your first home expansion or your first big lightning strike. There's a first for everything. Get the right home policy at the right price with the right help from American Family's agents. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Summer in Milwaukee is nonstop. Festivals, live music, and fresh city vibes fill the season you already know. From world-famous cultural celebrations to hidden gem street fairs, every neighborhood is a stage, alive with handcrafted traditions, homegrown talent, and world-class entertainment. Music, flavor, culture, whenever you visit, the Cream City is ready to celebrate. This summer, don't just visit. Make sure you experience Milwaukee, the city of festivals.
Why did Old National Bank decide to create this program?
You know, it was something that was near and dear to the heart of our chairman and CEO, Jim Bryant. Jim wanted us to do more in the African-American communities, more with minority-owned businesses. So he approached Roland Shelton, who was my boss in Evansville, Indiana, and said, Roland, we need to do more. We need to create a program that's going to allow individuals, minority-owned businesses, women-owned businesses to access capital a lot better than traditionally we've been doing. And so we created the Empowerment Loan Program 2 years ago.
And for those that are now leaning more into this conversation, what's the best way to get in contact with you as part of their interest in the Empowerment Loan Program?
I'm going to give you my cell phone number to the listeners. It's 414-687-7393. And if that doesn't work, feel free to reach me at my email, tracy.meeks@oldnational.com.
Tracy Meeks, Senior Vice President, Community Lending Market Executive from Old National Bank.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Don't never stop if you want to be on top, yeah.
Low, bass, fat, baby, tap in. Tap, tap.
tap, tap in. Diamonds dancing on your neck, better tap in. Tap, tap, tap in. Getting money, get rich, baby, tap in. Tap, tap, tap in. MLB, icy gang, better tap in. Tap, tap, tap in. Wrist on glitter.
101.7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. Make sure to check out The Truth this Saturday at 11 a.m. for another episode of More Than a Movement, powered by Planned Parenthood Advocates of Wisconsin. Carrie Noni Juice will be joined by Sarah Noble, principal partner at B Noble Group, and Senator Dora Drake, who represents the 4th Senate District. The three will be exploring the devastating impact of potential Medicaid cuts. Again, that is More Than a Movement, powered by Planned Parenthood Advocates of Wisconsin, this Saturday at 11 a.m. right here on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth. Hey, look, I'll say this. I'm excited. I'm excited because I will be at Summerfest as a coach, a basketball coach, coaching the teens, DJ Brother Z. Cops versus kids. It's a game that we're going to have at the Sports Zone. And I'm going to tell you this. This is where we got to be. We got to be active. We got a lot of events coming up that you can participate in if you want to be involved. Once again, the True Walk Against Violence. We got Juneteenth. We're going to be down there at Juneteenth. I cannot wait to see all my people outside at Juneteenth. We got Father's Day. And I got a question. Truth Nation, for the fathers. Every year on Father's Day, we always talk about the gifts. You know, when people give fathers the gifts. It ain't like Mother's Day laid out. Roses, breakfast, all that good stuff. No, I want to ask, what is a great gift? This is my question of the day. What is the great gift to give the fathers for Father's Day? What do fathers want for Father's Day? If you're a father, give some gift ideas. If you're tired of getting a screwdriver, socks, underwear, long johns, a hug and a kiss, what do you want for Father's Day? That's the question of the day. What do fathers want for Father's Day? Hey, I need some good ideas now. Speak now, or you going to wait till Father's Day and you might be, in the corner grumpy in the lazy boy feeling like you ain't getting the love. But it don't take much, in my opinion. We don't need much. But when we come back, I'm going to open up the lines, Truth Nation, if you want to comment on anything we talked about on the show today or answer my question of the day. I need the papas to call in today. I need the papas. Or I need people who give good Father's Day gifts to call in today. We got to settle this. Every year, we get in the drill. They want us to drill. They want us to hammer. We might even get a T-shirt. I love Big Papa. I like it when they call me Big Papa. Hey, look, we're going to try to talk about it when we get back. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Summerfest is back, and the award-winning 101.7 The Truth has got you covered with free tickets, Truth Nation, to the world's largest outdoor festival. Tune into The Truth all week and listen for your cue to call and a chance to win an 18-pack of tickets to Summerfest.
Benjamin, I know you lying.
No, Juice, you heard that right. It's an 18-pack of tickets so your friends and family can enjoy Summerfest on us. So stay tapped into The Truth so you do not miss your chance to enjoy the biggest party on the lakefront. Summerfest is presented by our founding partner, American Family Insurance.
From the biggest stars to the greatest moments, Behind the Bucks is Bucks history like you've never heard it before. Go behind the scenes of the Emmy-nominated Giannis documentary. Get the real story of the blockbuster trade for Damian Lillard. Hear the origin of Bucks in 6. It's all on Behind the Bucks on the Bucks Plus audio network, presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Available now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, and wherever you get podcasts.
We asked parents who adopted teens to share their journey.
There are many times I thought, I can't do this. I mean, what parent isn't worried about? What am I not doing right? What am I not doing enough? And then I realized, wait, that's being a parent.
Don't worry about being perfect. I've had around 3 other mother figures in my life, but only one of them has taught me how a mother loves.
The greatest reward for me is he makes me better every day.
I would tell a family considering adopting a teenager that teenager, whoever it is, needs you, and they need what you have to offer.
Taylor's given me hope. He's our son, and that is what he will always be.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to learn more. A message brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Day 1, diagnosis day. The hardest day. The day you hear,
I'm sorry, this is a type of blood cancer.
But day 1 is just one day. At the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, we are here to help you move past day 1.
On day 45, I discovered an online community who shared great tips for in-treatment care.
I missed a lot of school during treatment, and LLS helped me keep up.
We are here for you. We exist for everyone fighting leukemia, lymphoma, myeloma, and other types of blood cancer.
On day 185, LLS helped me file my insurance claims properly.
Day 5,840 and counting, and I'm still in remission.
To learn more and get help on day 1, day 2, day 983, or any day, please visit LLS.org or call 1-800-955-4572. That's LLS.org, 1-800-955-4572.
Join the movement. Listen to the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee, the locally owned Good Karma brand station. This is your 101.7 The Truth News Update.
Hello, everyone. This is Rhea Riley with your news update. On the tails of his conviction, lawyers for Maxwell Anderson filed a motion to dismiss one of his felony charges. Anderson was found guilty last week of 4 felony charges in the death and dismemberment of 19-year-old Sade Robinson after a first date last year. His defense team has requested the court to remove the charge of hiding a corpse. Anderson's sentencing is set for August 15th, where he could face a maximum penalty of life in prison without the possibility of parole. Wisconsin Attorney General Josh Kaul is suing the company 23andMe in an effort to protect Wisconsinites' genetic information. 23andMe filed for bankruptcy in March and is looking to sell its assets, including the genetic data of about 15 million customers. Kaul and 27 other state attorney generals are filing lawsuits to block the sale of the data to other companies, arguing that customers must be the ones to approve 23andMe to sell their genetic data. One fire truck is out of service after a car crashed into it Wednesday afternoon on Milwaukee's south side. The crash took place just after 1 p.m. near 26th and Oklahoma. The fire truck was turning onto 26th Street when it was hit by a car traveling 50 to 60 miles per hour eastbound on Oklahoma Avenue. No firefighters were hurt, and the driver of the car was taken to the hospital for their injuries. This has been your news update. The Tory Lowe Show continues on the new 101.7 The Truth.
Justice Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4, we about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 101.7 The Truth. Thank you for joining me for the third hour of the Tory Lowe Show. And Truth Nation, please join us for the 54th annual Juneteenth celebration in Milwaukee on Thursday, June 19th. We'll be broadcasting live from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Stop by our broadcast and say hello and get some free Truth swag. Juneteenth in Milwaukee is one of the oldest and biggest Juneteenth celebrations in the country, so do not miss out on your chance to celebrate with us live from Juneteenth. Hey, look, salute to the live broadcast presented by Hope Christian Schools and Carroll University. 101.7 The Truth celebration of Juneteenth is also brought to you by American Family Insurance, Gruber Law Offices, Molson Coors, Educators Credit Union, and Associated Bank. The question of the day, DJ Brother Z. The question of the day is, what are we giving our fathers for Father's Day? Or what do we give? Good gifts now. I need good gift ideas because over the years, DJ Brother Z, I done heard folks complaining now because they've been looking and seeing what y'all been doing for Mother's Day and all the glitz, all the glamour. The mom get all the powerful ideas, the dozens of roses, the money trees, the money roses. Now they got the money roses with the dollars in it for Mother's Day, but then when Father's Day come, you get a pair of socks. You might get, some barbecue. You might get a barbecue. They might throw you the barbecue at the picnic. You get something to eat. Full of high cholesterol. I don't know. I'm just saying. 833-212-1017. Talk to text 833-212-1017. I need y'all to weigh in. I need Big Pop to call in and say what he want for Father's Day. Look, speak now or forever hold your peace. What, it's Thursday? They may still got some time to go out and give you a powerful gift. I don't know. Maybe it ain't about the gifts. But like I said, the appreciation. Sometimes with fathers, all we want is a hug. Hey, happy Father's Day. Just a hug and happy Father's Day. And maybe something to eat. You know what I mean? Sit at the picnic, sit at the park. And, maybe get our little hat, wear our little hat. Maybe we want a little hat, sit there and just be cool with it. You know what I mean? Pop. But 833-212-1017. What is a good gift, a great gift to give for Father's Day? Kathy, you on the new 101.7 The Truth, tap in.
For a true father, I would give a gas gift card for gas. You can give a Visa logo card for $50 to $100, no less than that, because they treat mothers very well. You're right. I would give out a grocery gift card. That's $50 or more for a grocery gift card, something personally for you. Do not cook me dinner for Father's Day. Take me and give me a dinner card. I'll take who I want to take out for dinner at a fine restaurant or whatever. But treat fathers like you treat the moms, because there's a lot of great fathers out here too, okay? Right. So give them a gift card to a mall. And making sure it's at least $50 to $100, because you got enough kids in the family, you can put that together. Because you go out and get your nails and hair done, take care of the daddies, okay? Don't buy me no tool. Don't buy me no electric tool. That's for me to fix up the house. Don't buy me no new lawnmower. Unless you want to give me a gift card at Home Depot, Menards, you can do that. And I can buy maybe something I need for the house, which can be a variety of things. But don't go buy me no electric drill on Father's Day, okay? That is not for me.
All right.
At least a minimum $100 gift card, okay? Like I said, gas store card, a restaurant gift card for me to take who I want, not take all you out, okay? So treat daddies well. Give people gift cards, grocery store gift cards. They can use that. If he needs some new pants or something, give him something at Kohl's department store, Macy's, but give them a nice gift card and let them pick out what they want to buy. Don't go cooking no pork for me so I can have high blood pressure. You have a nice day.
Hey, all right. Hey, look, I'm trying to tell you, I can feel it. Every time we roll around Father's Day, it just, we appreciate. Don't get me wrong. We got a lot of, pride in trying to be a father. So we just happy that you was, hey, thank you. Thank you for, whatever you're doing. We ain't got a long list of things. The men don't. We don't have a huge list. We just want to be shown appreciation. But when we look over at Mother's Day, it look like y'all about to go out and get on the red carpet sometime. You know what I mean? Y'all about to go out there and it'd be like a girl's trip almost. Like y'all about to get out here and do it big for mama. But what about Big Pop? 833-212-1017. Let me see what they talking about in the chat. Smith Black says, I'm getting tired of socks. I know that. Kimberly Harris says, a watch. Leather belts, wallets. Mo the Elephant says, peace and quiet. I just want to sit back, chill, and have some peace and quiet. Somebody goes on to say, Kimberly says, jewelry, dinner, sports gear. Maybe get them their favorite team jersey. Bring me a Jordan Love jersey or something. You know what I mean? Something powerful. Now, Diggy in the chat, Diggy 10 says, all I need is all 3 hoes at my service without me doing any work. What's that?
Wait, what'd he say?
What? Oh!
What do you mean by that?
He ain't talking about going golfing. He ain't talking about going golfing, I guess. Hey. Well, what? All right, well, look. Okay, yeah. All right. Well, look. 833-212-1017. I was finna say, intimacy on Father's Day is not a gift. How you think we made all them kids? How you think we made all the kids? Intimacy is how we got the kids. So, when people present intimacy on your birthday, on Father's Day, or, we did that on last Monday, and it didn't mean, it don't have to, that's not a gift. That is not a gift. Look, Diggy 10 said, got him. See, I'm about to reread. I'm about to pre-read your chat quotes, Diggy. Yeah. Let's hit the lines. Eddie.
I know that ain't who I think it is.
What is a great gift to give the fathers on Father's Day?
Well, Tory, we got to break it down. Tory, I was smart enough never to get married and to have kids, but I speak for all the fathers listening to this show. Tory, a guy's single. He's got no worries. He can sleep in on Saturday and Sunday mornings. He doesn't have to go to those picnics or barbecues that he doesn't want to go to when he's single, right? That stuff doesn't really exist. And all of a sudden he gets married, and even though he's living quite a nice life on $80,000 a year, now he's taken on the emotional, mental, physical, spiritual, and financial responsibility of a family. Just one man is taking on 5 other people's well-beings, okay? Often, Tory, not appreciated for it, right? Like a guy, nowadays a guy can sleep with as many broads as he wants with all these dating apps, right? You just get on the app, you swipe left, right, and you got a date for the night. These married guys, we've talked about this before on the show, they're married, they've given up their freedom, given up their money, given up everything. Their wife doesn't want to make love to them anymore, right? They're not appreciated, Tory, right? I think...
Some people feel like they ain't appreciated. Yeah.
I know. And so, think about it. You're a single guy at 35, and you've got money, you've got the car you're driving, you're vacationing, where you want, when you want, you're drinking Cavassier. And now you've taken on to provide for a household of 5 other people. You're not appreciated. Your woman doesn't want to get with you, not even once a week, once a month. Maybe you get it 3 times a year. You got to beg her for it, right?
Oh, wow.
So if women, it's true, Tory, it's all true. A louse like me can go from woman to woman to woman without committing, without showing any kind of gracious responsibility towards them. And the guy who's doing it right, What?
Couch surfing.
You know, you do what you want. I got the hair for it, so I get away with what I want. But the point is, Tory, the guy who is the real hero, not the guy who puts a piece of leather through a piece of steel at the Fiserv, but the guys who are the real heroes are the guys who go to work every day and they hate their boss and wants to punch him right in the mouth every day, but he puts up with it to provide for his family, housing, clothing, food, education, right? Guys never appreciate it. So I'm saying to all the wives out there, if you really want to show your husband how much you care about him, how much you love and support him, how grateful you are towards him, Tory, my answer is to the wives, if you really want to show your husband some kind of appreciation, let him sleep with your friends. That's what I'm saying.
What?
Let him have a couple of weeks off. He gets to pick a couple of the girls from the office. Yeah, maybe the co-ed. She might be 22. What do you mean?
What are you talking about, Eddie?
I'm saying that these guys deserve something special for giving up their lives. So maybe she gives them 2 or 3 weeks where she goes, you know what? Anyone you want, go ahead, go nuts. You deserve it. I've stolen your life. I've stolen your freedom. I make you miserable every day. So you go ahead for 2 or 3 weeks. If you can go on Tinder, go to a bar, you want to step up behind my back with some of the girls from the office, you go ahead and do it. That's appreciation, Tory. That's appreciation.
Oh, wow. I don't know what I don't even know how to respond to that, Eddie.
As long as
how many married guys?
Oh, wow.
What he said. He said.
Well, as long as they can do the same thing on Mother's Day.
No, they can't.
Oh, they can't do the same thing.
No, hold it. No. It doesn't work both ways, Tory.
Oh, wow.
There's a double standards. We have to respect these women. I don't want to put them through that, right? I'm willing as a man to suffer through, quite frankly, the sleeping around. Okay, Tory?
Here we go.
If a woman out there really appreciates her husband, let him have a little fun. Get his heart jumping again, right? Let him sleep with your friends, Tory. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, wow. Well,
on that note, I got to go. I'm headed to a doctor's appointment.
Hold on, I hate to say this, Eddie, but Mo the Elephant in the chat says, well, he may have a point. Oh, wow.
That's right. Yes. Tory Lowe, yes. Hey, man. The Mormons are doing it, right? Islam's doing it. A guy can't stay with one chick. You know, come on, Tory. Okay, on that note, I gotta go, Tory. I'm going to get Rejuvenex right now. I got about a half hour to get there, but I gotta go. See you guys tomorrow. Bye.
Oh, wow. All right. I don't know what that was. And shame on whoever in the chat that agreed with a lot of that. I mean, some people may be into it though. I don't know, but let me see. Let's get somebody registered for the Gruber 5K giveaway.
One call, that's all.
All right, Truth Nation. Now's your chance to be our one call, that's all Gruber 5K giveaway entry for today. That's right. You'll be entered in to win $5,000 courtesy of Gruber Law Offices. Be caller number 10 right now at 833-212-1017, and you'll be entered in to win the $5,000 giveaway right here on the award-winning 1017 The Truth, courtesy of Gruber Law Offices. And again, if you or a loved one have been injured in an accident, contact Gruber Law Offices today, or visit them at gruber-law.com for official contest rules. Visit 1017thetruth.com.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Truth Nation, please join us for the 54th annual Juneteenth celebration in Milwaukee on Thursday, June 19th. The Truth will be broadcasting live from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m., so don't miss out on your chance to celebrate with us with our live Juneteenth broadcast presented by Hope Christian Schools and Carroll University. 1017 The Truth celebration of Juneteenth is also brought to you by American Family Insurance, Associated Bank, Gruber Law Offices, Molson Coors, and Educators Credit Union.
It's 1017 The Truth's Dr. Ken Harris for Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. When it's time to upgrade your windows and doors, wouldn't you like to work with the best? But maybe you're thinking in these volatile times, I don't want to spend a fortune. Well, Pella, the best in the industry, has a product line for every budget, and right now you can get no interest and no payments for up to 2 years. And if the plan is to wait, guess what? You can get it now and wait to start making payments up to 2 years. Pella truly believes that quality windows and doors don't have to be expensive. With a range of affordable options and products assembled in the U.S., you can get the look you want at a price you can afford. And with Pella's free in-home consultation, no obligation quote, and range of available financing, getting new windows and doors from Pella is easier than you think. Certain restrictions apply. Ends June 30th of 2025. Set your free in-home consultation today at PellaWI.com.
Every accomplishment starts somewhere. For University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee student Nick Birschbach, it was internships that led to a job at GE Healthcare. For Charles Kelly, it started with an internship at a TV station. Now, he's a weekend anchor. And for Jaden Anderson, her leadership led to recognition from the American Institute of Architecture students. The path to success goes many places. It starts at UWM.
What fills your cup? Those things, big and small, that make each day rewarding. Here's what fills our cup at Educators Credit Union. When you walk in the lobby and see your favorite teller, cultivating financial literacy to build stronger communities. When we help you buy a home when you didn't think it was possible. The best part? Seeing you leave with a smile because we made a difference in your life. It fills our cup to see you succeed because we're more than a financial. We're people helping people. Educators Credit Union. Achieving more together. Insured by NCUA.
Milwaukee has been living the high life since 1904. Miller High Life, the champagne of beers. Miller High Life and Beer Capital Distributing are proud to sponsor the Milwaukee Juneteenth celebration. 2025 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Celebrate responsibly.
Make your home safer. Get rid of unused household chemicals at MMSD Home Hazmat Drop-Off. It's free to visit a collection center. Get all the info you need at MMSD.com. Milwaukee County residents only, no businesses.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Salute to Melody. You'll be entered in to win our Gruber 5K giveaway. If you want more details, go to 1017thetruth.com for more information on the official rules. Melody, salute. You'll be entered in to win it. You already know I'm going to speak great about my friends over at Cousin Subs. I've been waiting for this one. Two Wisconsin icons are teaming up on a reworked classic. This sub right here, the bologna sub, featuring Usinger's fried bologna, bacon, American cheese, onions, pickles, mayo, and mustard on a fresh baked Italian bread. That's not all. Pair that fried bologna sandwich with a creamy cupcake shake topped with whipped cream and rainbow sprinkles. Now that's a better combination. Order both in-store, online, or via mobile app. Cousin Subs, we believe in better. Hey, look, let me tell you something. This show has been amazing. This has been an amazing show. Got a lot of information from Milwaukee Police Chief Jeffery Norman about how we can come together and work to reduce the violence in the community And I like the gift ideas that I'm seeing from the question of the day for Father's Day coming up. Salute to all the fathers. I'm seeing in the chat that they got a lot of things going on right here. Also, Mo the Elephant wanted to clarify something. I said that he agreed with Eddie. He said, Tory, I did not agree. I just wanted peace and quiet, and doing that may lead to chaos and destruction, and I don't want that. He don't want to go out there and do what Eddie suggested because that might lead to chaos on Father's Day. He not trying to do that. I've seen more gift ideas, DJ Brother Z. But once Eddie got to talking, then all of the gift ideas got buried. Abstract says, great Father's Day gift. VC box streaming box. VC box streaming box. Is that something that with the streaming services? I don't know.
I think it's some type of like game thing.
I see jewelry. A lot of people saying jewelry. But look, if you a dad, I want to know. 833-212-1017. What do you want for Father's Day? Speak now or forever hold your peace. Maybe you don't care. Maybe you so used to getting less that you numb to it. Abstract says smartwatch, gun, gift card, and a gun range, gift card to a gun range, Amtrak vacation ride, an Amtrak vacation ride. Stop Your Hate says expensive cologne. Expensive cologne. What is expensive now? What is a good cologne now? Creed? Some Creed? I don't know. Take them golfing. Take them golfing. Whatever you can do. Take it to the next level. Take it to the next level. Take Father's Day this year to the next level. Even if you can't afford anything, you can create a good time out. Take them, out, maybe do something creative. Get the family together. You know what a good ideal is? Depending on the father and how many kids he got, then if you got grandkids, how the kids do a talent show? And he, let him, sit back and see all the talented young people in the family. Do a little talent show. It don't cost nothing. I like the talent shows. I do family talent shows all the time. I just like to see the kids' creativity. Have a little Father's Day talent show with the kids, with everybody coming up front, introducing themselves, what they about to do. Kind of like America's Got Talent. But it's Do My Kids Got Talent. That's what maybe something like that. But before we run out of time, I want to get to this story, Truth Nation. A woman, you know how they let you appear in court via Zoom, where, you could talk to the judge via Zoom. Well, I got to go over to Detroit, where this woman was on the Zoom call and the judge felt disrespected because she was making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich while she was in the court hearing. And the judge got a little upset because she was in the kitchen with her daughter, doing a lot of other things while she was on the court setting via Zoom, DJ Brother Z. The video is making its rounds on social media. Everybody weighing in on it. It's kind of funny. But what am I supposed to be doing at home? It's not a court setting. Some people it ain't registered that if you on a Zoom and it's a court hearing, you got to go to the side. You can't have all that stuff going on. The judge got upset. We got video if you're watching as we broadcast live on social media. Let's listen.
All right, moving on to the edge. Tonight, a Zoom court hearing goes off the rails after a Detroit mom
makes a sandwich in court.
This is unbelievable. She wants to clear some things up, though. That's where we turn to Fox 2's Jessica Dupnick. Jess, what happened?
First of all, it was a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, in case you were wondering. And yes, it was on full display for a judge last week who is not too happy about all this going on in his courtroom, well, his Zoom courtroom.
So when I called...
No, we can't talk at the same time.
Well, I apologize for being late. Excuse me.
On the docket, PB&J. Yep, that's a jar of peanut butter front and center of a Zoom court hearing last week.
Put whatever you're trying to prepare down.
I'm going to feed my daughter.
36th District Court Judge Sean Perkins, apparently more of a ham and cheese sandwich kind of guy.
You got to put your properly dressed on.
I am properly dressed. I have on a t-shirt. I am properly dressed.
Is that a robe?
Ironically, Mom Asia Outerbridge is a fashion stylist, and this day in court, her style was a robe.
It was just a lot going on. I was having a mommy day.
She went viral after Metro Detroit News posted the clip on Instagram.
And I click on the video, and I see the judge that I had, and I'm like, I see my robe and some peanut butter, and I'm like, oh my God.
That little angel is her daughter, 3-year-old Parker. She was sick, and that's why Asia said she was multitasking.
My daughter is sick. I had to keep her home from school. I'm just trying to feed her. That is it.
Understandable, but you're in court. Ms. Outerbridge, I'm sorry that your daughter is sick. But again, you're in court, okay? And we're going to treat it as such.
Judge Perkins then booted Asia from the Zoom call.
I have on clothes. I have on clothes. I have on clothes.
She was there in the first place for a misdemeanor for allegedly having an open alcohol container as a passenger, yes, passenger, in a car. The hearings for 36 District Court stream live on YouTube, opening up courtrooms like live theater to the masses.
It's not even COVID anymore. What are we doing here? Like, seriously. Like, let's put court back in the courtrooms.
She says she waited for hours in the Zoom waiting room and feels like the judge could have had some mercy on a single mom.
I owe the judge an apology. I could have came better prepared, and I could have handled it a lot better.
So Asia, she's a stylist. She said there, and she has to laugh at herself at this point. She's like, I can style you on what not to wear.
Well, I'll say this. If she was waiting for hours, because sometimes when they call you into court and they say you got to be there early, that's not the time you may go in. So I can see her trying to do stuff around the house. She has a daughter there. But once the camera comes on and you're in court, you got to have a way out of it. You got to have a way to straighten up because it's still court. But the judge seemed like he was a little heated. When he saw that peanut butter and jelly sandwich, like she did not. He didn't have to show it on the camera. I mean, I seen the knife with the peanut butter going across the bread. I'm just saying. But she did accept responsibility for what she could have done. But the judge kind of overreacted. And I think that what he was trying to do was trying to maintain order, because when you're in a regular court setting, you can't do none of that. But what do you think? People are going live from their house. If they got things going on, they sitting around waiting to get on. For whatever hearing, if a lot of time go by and these children around, house conditions, house situations, is not a courtroom. Interesting situation. A lot of women felt like the judge was being a prick. Here we go. Kawanda says he was a NRACG at it made me mad because he had every excuse to make her appearance. To make her appearance, he was just on BS. A lot of people were siding with the girl, but like I said, it's court. That PBJ ticked him off. I can't say that. I don't think I can say that, but it ticked him off. Hey. When we come back, we'll be joined on the lines by Justice Wisconsin advocate and author Elizabeth Brown. Maybe the judge was hungry, and his stomach was growling, and he saw that peanut butter sandwich, and he got upset. Truth Nation, stay like that right here on Tory Lowe.
I've got to share that I am also a beneficiary of the Old National Bank Empowerment Loan Program. So, Tracy, with that being said, what is the Empowerment Loan Program?
Great. Well, the Empowerment Loan Program is a special purpose loan program that we launched 2 years ago. It has been a success. It was something near and dear to the heart of not only our chairman and CEO, but just our organization as a whole. We work with contractors, consulting firms, retail food operations, daycares. In fact, so far, we've approved $50 million of loans to minority and women-owned businesses within a 2-year period.
And for those that are now leaning more into this conversation, what's the best way to get in contact with you as part of their interest in the Empowerment Loan Program?
I'm going to give you my cell phone number to the listeners. It's 414-687-7393. And if that doesn't work, feel free to reach me at my email, tracy.meeks@oldnational.com.
Tracy Meeks, Senior Vice President, Community Lending Market Executive from Old National Bank.
It's time for Truth Takes, a thought-provoking commentary on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. Here is Sherwin Hughes with his truth.
Most people don't know that a county executive is a higher elected position than a mayor. Most people don't know what a state assembly representative does, a state senator, nor their function in overall state government. Most people, in fact, don't know what a school board representative actually does. Ask a person who their county board supervisor is, and they'll likely shrug their shoulders. Also, most people don't vote. We're in for a world of hurt. If we don't know the functions of our government at the very basic level, then we are not nearly equipped for what is going to happen to this nation for the next 4 years. All they had to do was tell unsophisticated folks gas prices are too high, inflation is too high, bacon and eggs cost too much. It's this guy's fault. It's this party's fault. Vote for us. Don't think about the criminal prosecutions. Don't think about all the malfeasance. Don't think about all of the misconduct and the corruption. We're going to make your bacon cheaper. We're going to make your eggs cheaper. We're also going to gut the FBI. We're also going to gut anything related to diversity, equity, and inclusion. We're going to shred this nation from the top to the bottom, all in favor of a handful of folks. How about this? Let's tell people that immigrants are actually the problem. And then Vivek Ramaswamy and Elon Musk will bring in the most highly trained immigrants this nation has ever seen. Why? Because Americans are none the wiser. Don't believe me? Look at public school children's performance, not just in Milwaukee, not just in Wisconsin, but nationwide. Get ready for a long ride, ladies and gentlemen. A very long ride.
This has been Truth Takes on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. Listen to The Truth with Sherwin Hughes weekdays from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m.
This is the Bloomberg Black Business Beat, brought to you by Lowe's.com. Stars Entertainment recently reported it added 530,000 subscribers in the U.S. during its last quarter, setting shares of the premium streaming and cable network soaring. Jeffrey Hirsch is president and CEO of Stars and said that a significant part of its recent success is that it's created programming targeting women and underrepresented groups.
In 2016, when we launched our app, what we saw from the data, and it was the first time we really got data on our subscribers, it was that women was driving our business. And so we leaned in significantly into that. And so our content is really only focused on women and underrepresented audiences, and not only on screen, but in the director's chair, in the writer's room, all the way through the office. 70% of my direct reports are women and 80% are women of color.
Power has been a big hit for the network and appeals directly to black viewers. Stars has already rolled out several spin-offs of the show and plans to add at least one more to its lineup soon. I'm Bloomberg's Justin Milliner on the Black Business Beat.
This Associated Bank Sports Update on 1017 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Brandon Snide. The Milwaukee Brewers losing to the Braves on Wednesday afternoon, 6-2. They lose the series 2 out of 3 games. They'll look to rebound as they welcome in the Cardinals tonight to American Family Field to begin a 4-game series. Jacob Misiorowski on the mound to make his major league debut for the Milwaukee Brewers. First pitch set for 6:40. Over to the NFL, where the Packers will wrap up mandatory minicamp today in Green Bay. After practice on Wednesday, head coach Matt LaFleur was asked, How many starts does it take for a quarterback before you know what you really have?
I think every case is a little different. So I feel pretty confident that we know what we have in Jordan, and we got a lot of confidence in him.
And lastly, over to the NBA, where the Indiana Pacers take a 2-1 lead over the Oklahoma City Thunder in the NBA Finals with a 116-107 win on Wednesday night. This sports update brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams. Member FDIC.
You are listening to the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Inside peanut butter, outside jelly. 7 days of the week, 7 different Chevys. Black SS with the top blowed off. Them boys, get your top blowed off. Inside peanut butter, outside jelly. 7 days of the week, 7 different Chevys. Black SS with the top blowed off. With them boys, get your top blowed off. Gotta know.
101.7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. Joining me via Zoom mix. As we broadcast live, if y'all on the live stream, y'all can see advocate and author Elizabeth Brown live.
Yes,
hey,
sir.
How you doing?
Salute.
Queen?
Hey, happy Thursday, King.
Happy Thursday. Hey, look, what is a powerful gift to give the fathers for Father's Day? I've been talking to Truth Nation, and you brought this up a while ago. Like, what do the fathers want?
Right. I mean, you hear some fathers complaining, but again, we talked about it last year.
We get the picnic,
Clearly, that's what y'all want, because I don't, a lot of fathers they not calling in or nothing else. You know what I'm saying? So
they happy with their little hat. Give me a little hat. Sit at the picnic.
Hey. Again, all I would say, the have the conversation. Ask your father or your loved one, what would they like? Because what do you give a man who has everything? And I know when my father was here, that was a question that I used to ask him, like, what do you want? You know what I'm saying? And my dad used to just be like, I have everything I need. All he wanted to do was, cook for the family and be around his grandkids. So again, it didn't take much, but I thought, that this year, if we're going to turn it around and we're talking about communicating, that it would be, efficient for us to ask Daddy what it is that he wants, because again, closed mouths don't get fed.
Right.
And if you sick of the socks and because again, you can only have, I guess you can never have enough socks and underwear, but if you want something particular, then say what you want, and as the women and the children ask Daddy what he want, but usually Daddy ain't hard to please.
Yeah, we really don't be wanting much.
I mean, mothers don't be, we don't be require much, it's just that.
Hey, look, I didn't see the mother step out with the hat, they done went out to, with the
we
roses.
do that we do that all the time.
Let me tell you something.
We do that all the time.
Looking powerful.
Hey, we do that all the time. I mean, it's nothing to a boss. I mean, we've been doing that. I don't think the mothers
really complain unless they don't get certain things. But the men usually, if you gave us a pair of socks on Father's Day, we gonna take off our shoes right then and put them socks right on our feet. The
women that I'm around, I've never seen them complain. Matter of fact, if anything,
I ain't never seen a woman complain about Mother's Day either.
They tell them. They tell their kids don't even worry about it. Like, we good. You know what I'm saying? Like, but again, I think we're learning too in this season that, especially those of us that are always giving, we need to learn how to receive and stop telling people what not. Mm-hmm. Me and you had this conversation, right. Those of us that are great at giving, we horrible at receiving, and we gotta work on those receiving muscles, because we absolutely, reciprocity is real, and we have to make sure that we working on all aspects and making sure that we have balance.
Well, it was powerful. Moving on to Milwaukee Police Chief Jeffery Norman came in. We had to talk about what can we do right now in 2025 to really work to reduce the violence. And like I said, I think that now at this stage in my career, I'm trying to get some results. I think I'm more at like, okay, so what we finna do, and how can we pull off something to make sure that we just are working to make sure that we're helping with the public safety concerns of the community.
Okay. Again, we've been working. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm talking about like with I never worked with none of those departments though. You know, I never did that.
Well, I mean, again,
but I think that we got to get involved because
those doors wasn't open.
With the knowledge and the understanding that I have, I think I know what to look for because first I didn't even want to even go up in there, you know, tell you the truth, because it wasn't a lot of transparency. But now at this point in the game, I know exactly what I'm looking for and what needs to happen so we can have some success on really giving some results to the people.
Yeah. Again, if there's if we're standing at a place where now people understanding what it takes, it's going to take all of us, you know. You can only do so much when people not willing to have that door open or willing to, you know, truly welcome the community in. Again, like I said, reciprocity. Don't try to use us for what you need, but then block us out when it comes to what we need. Like that don't go together.
And that was a large reason why I just did what I had to do. Because I didn't like when it was on the inside, like inside the departments, then it was closed off. And then the community, they want the community to act a certain way. But I think that at this point in my development, in my ideas, I know exactly what to look for on both sides. So let's see what we can do with that.
Real talk. I mean, we at a time, let's see what is going, because I mean, you know, we're in a city where people love to talk.
Right.
People love to talk. People love to have meetings. And, you know, when the camera on, it's, you know, let's do this, let's do that. Let's see, though.
Right.
You know, I'm from the show me state. It's time to show. Because we've been out here a long time, you know.
I agree.
And everybody stated the same thing. But again, when it's go time, it's crickets. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Unless it's the ghost advocates of Milwaukee, then, you know what I'm saying? Like
the ghost boat that showed up.
Straight up. All bad. However, I think we're moving in the right direction. Let's just see, you know, we know what we're going to do. We don't know what they're going to do. So, again,
because I got to do it regardless. Might as well just make sure that the maturity that I have with exactly what needs to be done due to the work, I think that helps. You know, I think that now you can see it coming from a mile away. You know, I remember when I first started advocating, I used to have a lot of questions in my mind, like, why is they doing this? Why are they doing that? Now I know. Now I know what time it is. So now we can get straight to the biscuits and gravy.
That part,
right?
Absolutely, I'm with it. Let's see.
Hey, like I said, I mean, regardless of whatever nobody do, we still got to. It's still got to go
get
do
done.
it. Yeah,
it's
that's
definitely
what I'm
gonna
saying.
get
That's
done.
why I try to tell people. I never allowed for what the lack thereof to stop the action from happening. So I got good at doing it regardless. So it's not like if you don't show up, it ain't gonna get done. We don't do that. But what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, a lot of times when they get resources from the taxpayers and they have resources that the taxpayers are unaware of, and they're saying, hey, we don't know about this, and then the other side is saying it's not being used, a lot of people ain't using it. Well, we have communication. So now if we bring the resources to the front and we can bring the people along with us, then we can have a better outcome.
Right. Absolutely. Knowledge is power, and if it's there and we know about it, then we can utilize it.
Right.
That was another one of the biggest problems. You know, we don't know until it's gone. You know, we didn't even know it was there, and then they're like, "Oh, well, that resource was there," but no. Again, and that's the problem. That's been the problem in the city of Milwaukee, where, you know, the individuals that's supposed to represent us and put us, you know, in the know, was not doing their job. So again, you can't utilize what you don't know.
Right.
So,
I agree. Well, look, when we come back, Elizabeth Brown, I want to get your final thoughts on the show today.
let's do it.
Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Truth Nation, Gruber Law Offices and The Truth have raised the stakes for this year. The One Call, That's All Gruber Cash giveaway is now a $5K giveaway. Yes, you heard it right. $5,000 giveaway. Every weekday on 1017 The Truth, you will have the chance to be entered to win the $5K giveaway. Listen to The Truth for the One Call, That's All cue to call for your chance to win $5,000. Gruber Law Offices, One Call, That's All. Visit 1017thetruth.com for official contest rules.
Great impressions will exceed your expectations. Great impressions, perceptions, everything.
At Great Impressions Graphics and Printing, they've been proudly serving the community for over 26 years. From their location at the corner of 54th and Burleigh in Milwaukee, their dedication to quality and customer satisfaction has made them a trusted name in printing and design. Great Impressions offer a wide range of services, including banners, posters, yard signs, business cards, programs, and postcards. Plus, they specialize in custom apparel printing, perfect for family reunions, sports outings, business promotions, and more. For your next project, visit greatimpress.com. That's greatimpress.com. Great Impressions. They're here when you need them.
Great impressions, perceptions, everything.
Ready to buy your first house, move into your forever home, or simply refinance? At Associated Bank, they've got you. With the right lending plan and guidance, you can achieve your dreams. Your financial goals are closer than you think, and Associated Bank is excited to help you reach them. Learn more at associatedbank.com/lending or ask a banker for details. Subject to credit approval, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Ready for more fun? More friendships? More adventures?
Then it's time to become a Girl Scout. Explore the outdoors, meet forever friends, and make a difference in your community. Sign up for our extended year membership today. Girls can join for $98 and adults for $42. Start in April and enjoy up to 5 extra months of fun. The extended year membership is April 1st, 2025 to September 30th, 2026, followed by a regular membership year. So what are you waiting for? Join us and be a Girl Scout.
Milwaukee has been living the high life since 1904. Miller High Life, the champagne of beers. Miller High Life and Beer Capital Distributing are proud to sponsor the Milwaukee Juneteenth celebration. 2025 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Celebrate responsibly.
Make your home safer. Get rid of unused household chemicals at MMSD Home Hazmat Drop-Off. It's free to visit a collection center. Get all the info you need at MMSD.com. Milwaukee County residents only, no businesses.
It's the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Seven The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. Elizabeth Brown, another powerful conversation we had today.
Absolutely.
We got, those statues of the women in New York that popped up, the black women in New York, where people was talking about what do they represent and who did it. This British person that they allowed to do it, artist or whatever.
Right.
I think it's Thomas Price.
Yep, you're right.
Now we got one downtown on 4th and Wisconsin, a statue of a black, I guess a black male with a hoodie on and some Air Force Ones on. I call it
again,
I call it the Kid Boy YN statue.
Absolutely. All black everything, even the black Air Force Ones or what we call dookies.
Got the dookies on.
It just goes to show you how out of touch. How can somebody from Britain, because again, when you do the interactions that black Brits have with black African Americans, they so out of touch, and the things that they seem to think is where it's at, it's really not, because again, they don't understand. They're far removed from what it is that we're experiencing. And again, like I said, I just want to know, how much money did they pay for that and who okayed that? This is how we know the individuals that's in the city of Milwaukee that's supposed to be in leadership, that I call the misleadership of Milwaukee, is not tuned in a damn self. Because again, why would you? This is what is demonized, the statue and the way that it looked, and the police busting him down. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Like, why would you try to promote that and think that that's a positive thing, when in reality, that's what individuals in America fears since Trayvon Martin with the hoodie. Okay? Like, so I'm not understanding how much money was paid for this individual from Britain. It's crazy to me how we invite these outsiders and they want to represent us. They could never represent us. They don't understand. They could never understand the plight of an African American, so-called African American on this land. And just the statue in totality, Tory. I just, if we're trying to stop the ideology of the YN, and then you go and pay somebody to create a statue that's uplifting what it is that Americans see as a threat. There was so much other things that they could have done, and so many other ideas that they could have sculpted.
They could have did Val Phillips.
Come on, man. A waste of money.
Hey. Well,
again, it just shows
if a bunch
how
of cars,
out of touch.
If a bunch of cars go missing downtown, we know who did it.
I mean, just a waste of money. My thing is, take that money and fix the street.
Somebody chimed in, it was like 20,000. I don't know if that's the exact, but somebody put in the chat 20,000.
But we already in the red. So where's this money coming from? We're talking about lead poison in the schools. We're talking about violence. We're talking about housing. We're talking about the failure after failure after failure. And then you pour, I don't care how much it was. If it was 2 pennies, we got other things we need to do in this city. It's so many things that need to be done that you tricking money on what you think represents positivity when it comes to our community. Who the hell was at this meeting that approved that?
Well, hey, like I said, it's out there now.
So out of touch.
It's out there now.
So out of touch.
Well, Elizabeth Brown, once again, we got a lot of work to do.
Absolutely, King. I'm here for it. Let's get it.
Look, I appreciate you for being on the front lines as usual.
Hey.
Maybe we can go take a picture by the statue.
I'll pass, okay? Less publicity. I don't stand. Hey. I don't want none of that.
Well, look, we got stuff to do. Hey, maybe we can try to look into it and see what the meaning is. We're going to try to figure it out.
I don't care to know.
All right.
I don't care to know.
All right, DJ Brother Z.
All right, Queen. All right, Tory Lowe for Waterfall Green. Don't always miss out. Let's get it.
All right, Truth Nation. Thank everybody for joining the conversation today. Salute to everybody in the chat. Hollering back. Hey, look, keep your head on the swivel. Green don't always mean go. And look both ways before you cross the streets. I love you. Dr. Ken Harris up next. Home of Blow. Sitting in for Dr. Ken today. The legendary Home of Blow.
Hey.
Salute to the chat. I love you. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Make sure to check out The Truth this Saturday at 11 a.m. for another episode of More Than a Movement powered by Planned Parenthood.